right, I'll take.
What's going on, guys? How's everybody doing today? So we have some brand new information finally, right? Finally, boys. So let me go ahead and try to pull some stuff up for you guys here. Let me actually bring up Path of Exile's official tweet here. That'd probably be better. Bum 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 bum. Swap us over to it. What's up, Brady? What's up, Xerxes? Alrighty. So yeah, so we have some new, like I said, brand new information. So we go ahead and drop the starting screen over on what do you call it? Path of Exile's official account. Let me actually hide that. They want to go ahead and what do you call it? Tweet it out. Basically, teasers. Finally, we're starting to get teasers, right? For Path of Exile 2. What's up, Brock? And basically, they tweeted out this image, right? It's a puzzle people, I guess, in the community try to decipher. And the basically quote on it was the symbols are of an unknown language. Deciphering it may be possible, but will take time I no longer have, right? So this is basically what they tweeted out yesterday at like 10:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And people obviously been trying to theory craft some stuff. We have Never Sink saying that his theory basically is this seem to be precursors to Cleric runes, very similar in shape. Basically, they have infamous, seemingly immortal king figures, and they're mentioned here. Act 4 also has Karui and their Well of Souls, so maybe, you know, that's a parchment, implies some sort of overlap with like Act 4, etc. And then he put a thing here, right? In the beginning, there was Earth, and the Well of the Souls, the king was to be born. Maybe the, you know, Cleric culture somehow closely related to this, blah, blah, blah. So there's been a bunch of stuff. There's this. If we actually bring up another thing, this is on some Reddit stuff as well. Um, There's been a bunch of people. So this was just recently tweeted out, or I guess put out by somebody on actual Reddit, and he basically said he deciphered it, and the text says, "The Lord's ascension shall bring the winter that heralds a new age," right? And he said this surely has to be hinting as a new act. This could be hinting as a new act, right? Act 4 confirmed. Or I've seen a lot of people saying that this is basically not a new act, and this just means that they are confirming that they're bringing or adding Abyss into the game, the Abyss mechanic. So, like, again, it could be Abyss, it could be Act 4, it could be both, it could be, you know, a bunch of different other things, but basically the text should be the Lord's ascension shall bring the winter that heralds a new age. Now, I do agree with this guy. Act 4 takes place in the Karui archipelago, so that doesn't really make sense if it's going to be a winter slash theme, right? So that does line up with Abyss more. But again, they've already been hitting in Act 4 a bunch, so like that still doesn't mean that if this doesn't mean Act 4, we're not getting it. But I do think that we are getting either Abyss and or Act 4, unless some new information comes out that somebody, like, you know, goes crazy with deep diving and like finds out a bunch of connections. It's probably one of the other two. Now, I do hope it's the latter, and, you know, we're getting what do you call it? And we're gonna get, like, you know, both, but we'll have to see exactly what happens. I mean, it'd be cool though, because a winter theme, you know, stuff like that. Maybe like a area, wintry area or something, or like the league mechanic Endgame, you know, Abyss could be cool. Because if we're getting Abyss, like he said, we're also going to be getting Abyss jewels. We're going to getting Stygian vises that we can socket them in, right? There'll be a whole more like gear pieces, more belts that are going to be interesting, more Abyss jewels that'll be interesting, etc. That can add a lot more stuff to your build overall. And obviously that whole mechanic comes with it, so it could be very cool implementation if they do keep it the exact same way that PoE1 worked. Maybe this will be, you know, something different, but it should still be a similar thing as that. Try thinks he deciphered it. I could try to look for his thing. Hold on. I just seen that. I'm assuming you're talking about Taco Try. Mm. Okay, no. That's it. Let me stop the music. I don't know if you guys can hear this, but let me go ahead and swap the game sound over to it so you can actually hear it. I think this is it. You should be able to hear it.
The runes of Oriath with a note that reads, "The symbols are of an unknown language. Deciphering it may be possible, but it will take time. Time I no longer have." Then we see 5 post-it notes and 2 pieces of parchment with odd symbols on them. Now, I am no puzzle master, but I think I have figured out something here. As a semi-lore nerd, I think this hints to us entering the halls of the dead in Act 4. The first piece of parchment tells us how we get to the halls of the dead, and the second tells us what we do inside of them. For those of you who do not know, the Halls of the Dead are the 3rd Ascension trial in PoE 2. I'm guessing the first line says, "Begin at this place, venture here, go down into this well in the middle of the sea." And the second piece of parchment says, "Fight the chiefs, pass through some sort of death or trial, and be reborn." Oh, and there are also 5 sticky notes, so that means 5 acts are confirmed. What do you think this is? Could it be hinting toward Abyss, toward Harbinger, even though this is not the Harbinger language? Let me know in the comments below. It's Path of...
I don't know about that one. I could see Act 4 with the Ascension, but saying 5 sticky notes means 5 like acts are coming. I don't know, because they've already said that they're going to be gradually introducing them and having full 6 acts are like kind of there for release, not like in one update. So for them to bring Act 4 and Act 5, I don't know. I don't think we're going to get 2 acts, to be honest. I think it's definitely going to be just Act 4. Just based on what they've said through interviews and other junk like that, right? Like, I believe somebody said it here as well. I don't think they'll drop the whole campaign. Didn't they say in an interview that they could do something, blah, blah, blah. They said they will add it gradually, 1 act every season from now. Perfectly lines up with 1.0 and release. So, yeah. I don't think we're going to get Act 4 and Act 5. I think that's just a bit of a stretch, but I do agree that if we get Act 4, it's going to be the Ascension. Now, what he was saying with the stuff translated, again, I'm not good with that, right? I'm not good with, like, looking at this and trying to figure out what it means. Like I said, this is the best that I've seen so far translated. So if, obviously Taco Try had something completely different, so who knows who's right. Like I said, I'm not good at deciphering junk like this, so like I don't exactly know if this guy's correct, Taco Try's correct. You know, there's been other stuff on Reddit too, right, that like, you know what I'm saying, people have deciphered, right? Like there's this, I think this guy's puts his stuff right, like who knows exactly what it could mean. So, but yeah, it should be either Abyss and or Act 4. But obviously we're getting a new league mechanic, right? So that has to hint at something. And Abyss is a PoE1 league mechanic, so it would make sense that we're getting this. I do think we're getting Act 4 though, regardless, just because of the interview, them saying it's coming sooner than people think, right? Like, it would be weird not to have any new acts. But I mean, I guess we'll just have to wait and see to be realistic with you. Let me actually throw this screen back up. Could be wrong though. The full release is in December. Will all acts come out on full release? So I think they make patch 1 drop 2 acts. And what they would do is they do 3, at least according, they would do 1 act with each additional update. And I don't think the game's coming out in December, to be honest with you. Because that means there would only be 1 more update, right? I'm thinking, I'm like low-key thinking this is not coming out until at least sometime next year. I think 4 months until full release is a little bit optimistic. Oh man, excuse me. Because like literally that would mean that we're getting one more content update, and then it's full release. So it'd be this league and then one more full release. But obviously, we're missing still half the classes. Now they did say they're fine releasing without all classes present in the game, but I think with like, you know, half the classes missing still, that's a little bit too much. I could say 2 classes or something, right? But like, yeah, missing Druid, Templar, Shadow, Duelist, like 0 pretty much melee builds prevalent in the game, and a lot of melee weapons and classes and ascendancies related to that, and having that whole archetype not present, I don't think they're going to release. And I doubt we're going to see that in this league or this content update, right? So again, I think we're not seeing release until next year. So that's why I'm thinking like act this league, right? Act in December, and then probably if they're feeling good, full release after that. But that's just me. Let me go ahead and set the game sound on and stuff like that. I think you guys should be able to hear game sound now. Get the game capture up. I'm gonna drop the starting screen. I think game capture should be good. Yeah, there we go. Took a little bit to get registered. Looks like PS5 cheat code square left triangle and yeah, right. Well, we should also keep in mind that they have already a template for 4 classes after Druid. Well, majority of the classes, Xerxes is pretty much already done. Templar, well, Druid has been done, I feel like, since release. Like, they've already basically said the Druid was done in 0.2, and that was obviously, you know, 4 months ago. So I think we're 100% getting Druid. And then, like you said, Templar, all that's there. Like, Shadow's already there. We already have some data mine stuff for daggers, right? You already have daggers in the game implemented already for actual nodes and stuff. But you also have the same stuff for, like, you know, maces and Templars and stuff like that, right? So there's already the template there, the tree set up for it, and there's already some uniques in the game for it that's not released yet. So, like, it shouldn't take them too long to actually do anything on that nature. Ellie with the sub. Hell yeah, Ellie. Thank you very much. With the 6-month resub. Dubs in the chat for Ellie. Hey, we only need 4 more subs for a daily goal. We're getting close to 100 subs. We're only like 40 or something off now. Hell yeah. Over on the Twitch side. Thank you very much for the support, guys. Wasn't there Druid gameplay back when they showcased the game? Yes, Eagle. There was. There was Druid gameplay, all that stuff. I don't think we've gotten anything on like Shadow or Templar or anything like that. Well, actually, I think we did get some stuff on Shadow. If I remember correctly, wasn't there something with Shadow with like 0.2 or something like that? Or when they did like the kind of early access trailer that had like a little few second snippet gameplay of like Shadow's attack or something like that, like 1 or 2 skills or something, and that was it. But I don't think we've seen anything on like Duelist or Templar or like any of those classes. What do you think Druid's weapon will be? It's weird because his weapons are like, so there's a chart. I know my boy Fourfinger sent it to me. Let me go ahead and bring that up real quick. Let me turn off. I don't know why it like auto is. So let me go ahead and pull this up real quick. I'll try to keep an eye on it. I do want to create a video as soon as this is solved, but like, obviously I don't want to create one now just because it's all theory like stuff and speculation. There's nothing hard confirmed, and there's a bunch of different translations, so I will want to kind of wait until we get a full thing on that, and then I'll create a thing on it. Where's my, okay, there we go. So if you take a look, right, Templar or Druid is just as primal and transformation. So all these other ones have stuff like Templars, flail, shadows, daggers, and traps. Like, you know what I'm saying? Duelist is going to be swords, Marauders, axes. But Druid is just transformation and primal stuff. Now, transformations, I would assume, are going to be some sort of thing unique to Druid. Because it'd be weird if you could be playing like a mercenary or a ranger and then you're transforming into bears, right? That'd be a little bit weird because that's like Druid's whole thing. So I'd assume the primal stuff is going to be his weapon, whether that be, you know, like something. It could be claws, to be honest, because we don't have claws on any of this. So it could be Druid is going to be claw stuff. But again, I don't know. So we'll just have to kind of wait and see what that is. But yeah, I'm not really too sure what his skills are that's going to be universal to all classes. So on that front, I'm not entirely 100%. So we're definitely getting Druid, I think. Shadow, yeah. So I would think my boy Rocksteady with the gifted sub. Hell yeah, Rock. Thank you very much, man. Let me actually see if you gifted. Yeah, you gifted one. All right, let's make sure my thing isn't messing up. Thank you very much, brother. Much appreciated, dude. That puts us 2 out of 5 on the daily sub. Heck yeah, dude. So I think like for me wise, what we're gonna get this league obviously is a league mechanic. I'm thinking 1 new class, Act 4, and a bunch of ascendancy / skill changes. Probably some endgame changes as well. They've, I think, already stated. I could be like imagining things, but I swear I remember some stuff coming out that they're like gonna be adding movement stuff or ways of getting more movement or something to speed up the campaign to make it feel better, or some like movement skills or something along those lines. And I think that'll also be in Act or 0.3, I mean. And then, you know, whatever else, new uniques and stuff. That's what I'm assuming is going to be in here. But again, I could be wrong. It could be something completely different, but we'll have to see. Yeah, so claws were originally for shadows, quote unquote. But again, it's going to be interesting because we don't really have claws. And obviously claws are a big thing. Like we have claws here. And that is close to more of the, you know, like kind of left side of the tree. And obviously this would make sense if Templar / Druid is going to be on this side, right? Because you wouldn't throw Druid on like, I would think he's going to be kind of like the strength / int potentially for the transformations. So, you know, it kind of makes sense he either starts here or here, kind of near the claw node, right? So this way he go down on the tree stuff or the int stuff. But again, I mean, well, I don't really know, right? Like, it just kind of depends where they could go. Because Dex also kind of makes sense for Druid. But again, if they want to go for more of the primal stuff, whatever that means, that could be int. I just don't know, to be honest. I'm not really a Druid player in any games, so I don't really have information on, like, what Druid normally is, if that makes any sense. But it's just claws have to be someone, right? And right now, we know pretty much 1 weapon per class, but we don't know what Druid is. So that's why I was just throwing that out there. But again, I don't know. Okay. Well, I guess we'll do some mapping while we're talking. But yeah, I mean, like I said, stuff's still being like kind of translated. Like, who really knows exactly 100% what it means? It's also interesting to think about how they are going to tackle the Kroll Axe if they do implement Act 4. I would assume it's going to be Act 1 through 4, then Act 3, 4 for Kroll, and then Endgame, unless they just do a system like, here's the first 4 acts, after that we're just going to level skip you guys or something up until like level 60, 65, and then you go do Endgame, right? They could also do something like that, since a lot of people do not like rerunning through the same acts. So that might be a middle ground for them to be like, okay, we hear your guys' complaints, we're just going to level skip you and like put you straight to endgame, so this way you don't have to rerun it again, right? They could try that this league and see how people like it. But again, I'm not really too sure if that would be a thing they consider or not. Yeah, you're good, Rock. Go ahead and whisper me in game, !IGN, you'll find my name, and I got you with the trade. Shadow uses swords and daggers. Shadow does not use swords, a Ling. Shadow uses daggers, and he is also known in PoE1 to use traps. He also like can use claws, but claws are kind of like a weird thing. It's not really like associated one-on-one. And with Shadow, it's just obviously it's kind of like his type, right? Rogue / assassin style, so it makes sense. But for us, at least, like looking right at this chart real quick, I'll throw it back up while I'm waiting for the boy Rock. If we look, this is PoE 2DB, right? This is like a bunch of data mined information and stuff, like the database. And here we can see what like all the kind of like weapons and stuff for each class are. And for Druid, it just says primal / transformations. And Shadow says dagger traps, Templars flails, Duelist's swords, Marauders axes. So all this makes sense, but for Druid, I don't know what the heck primal means in transformation. Like, it'd be weird if you're playing a Templar or like a huntress, right? And you're transforming into bears and stuff. But to me, that would kind of like eliminate the whole Druid name. Unless the ascendancies are going to have something even like crazier and stuff. Then maybe. Or the transformations are tied to his ascendancy or something, right? So I'm thinking whatever weapon primal means is what we're going to have for skills to use with like all the other classes. But again, who knows exactly what primal means, right? That could be a bunch of different things. That's all I was thinking. Maybe claws, but I don't know. Organization is horrible. Yeah, don't worry about that. Don't worry about that. Just close your eyes every time I open up my stash tab. Yeah, exactly. It does. Ben, what's up, Ben? Yeah, you on Rock? Right. Did you whisper me? No. I'm gonna. These maps suck, by the way. So yeah, like I said, I don't exactly know the full translation of that. We'll still try to look at Reddit every now and then, maybe like once or twice more on stream and see if there's anything new. But as of right now, like a bunch of people are saying like, oh, it's winter. It's like, you know, returning to Wells. That means, you know, like I like talking to Try said like, oh, that's like Act 4 because, you know, it's saying you're going to be doing this and it's talking about the Ascension. But, you know, like who knows? There's so many different things out right now that people are saying it means. So. All right. Grab some maps. Bum, 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 bum. Okay. But yeah, I don't know. We'll have to just wait and see, I guess, really. So what do we want on this? This is rare. This is probably pack size. How many to hit? This is rare. This is unknown. So on this map real quick. There you go. Okay. Oh, didn't really do too good, but this one's still runnable. This one's still runnable. This one's not runnable. This one's still runnable. We have some maps at least. 3 more weeks, then I will devote my life to PoE2 again. Yeah, we're getting some teasers, so the hype's starting to go up. I'm on I'm a buy PS Portal. Oh, never mind. You're gonna be on PS Portal. Okay, a bit slow. I got you. I see what you're saying. I see what you're saying, Rock. I got you. Yeah, I mean, I think that's what most people are looking like. Ben was just waiting for the new stuff, and then they're gonna go crazy. There you go. Go ahead and trade you that belt. Bum ba bum ba bum bum ba bum. We're only 3s. Yeah, 3 subs off our daily goal of 5, guys. How close are we now? We're only 38 subs away from our 100 sub goal. Sheesh. Oh yeah. But yeah, I mean, like I said, there's not really too much else. I mean, I guess we could also maybe look at the comments of, what do you call it? Talk out of try and see what people are saying on that video. Yeah, nothing really in his comments there. You said he uploaded on YouTube, huh? Suck it off. Let's look. Oh, I see. You're talking about his like little live stream podcast. Yeah. Who just hit? Sheesh, the boy Deckard Gaines with the sub to the channel. 3-month resub. Hell yeah, Deckard. Thank you very much, man. Much appreciated. That puts us at 3 out of 5. We're so close. You guys are going crazy. Thank you guys for the resubs and subs. Much appreciated. Alright.
Let's go, baby!
I guess until the boy is ready. And then we're still getting the alerts and stuff done. I'm just waiting on JJ to send the stuff over, so this way we can get everything set up. Then again, please? Yeah, I got you. Hey, Decker, thank you very much, man. Don't worry, we're gonna have a lot of content, a lot of streaming, bro. Like, we're gonna go crazy, bro. We're gonna go crazy for next week. I think starting next week, I'm gonna try, obviously no promises, but I'm gonna try over the weekend to get stuff ready, so this way we can try to do some like league leveling prep and try to get some stuff ready, so this way I can get quicker at campaign. Plus we can try to get some guides ready as well for leveling. Like we can try to get a huntress, we could try to get maybe even like a Deadeye, maybe something else, monk, right, depending and stuff like that, so we have the guides ready for leveling wise, so this way whenever the new gems or info or changes come out, we can kind of take our builds and just change it a little bit, have the leveling guides ready, and then bang, we're ready for like, you know, League Star guides for you guys that want to use those. I don't even know what I'm well, right now it's Post Malone, Lil Baby, all that. I mean, this isn't bad, but it's, I mean, I don't know. I think it's fine. What do you want me to play? You want me to play? Well, we'll let this go and I'll play something. I got you. Anything, Rock? Can you invite me? Just kind of like sitting here. Just gonna open a map while I'm waiting, I guess. I don't know what's going on. Crypt. Anything other than crypt, please. Bro, so many crypt maps, dude. It's insane. I mean, there's backwash here. It's not bad. We can do it Riverside. Is there any other actually towers we can hit? There's 2 towers here that aren't potentially maybe not bad to hit. Is there a 3rd tower though? I don't see a 3rd tower on, guys. Should we try to see if we can find 3 towers and slam? And we have this a tower? I actually can't tell if it's a tower. I think it's a tower. But again, only 2 towers, no good. Alright, I got you, Ben. Play something over the rainbow? What do you imagine? I'm sorry. Play Rita Rock. Alright, there you go. I mean, I got the old stuff, bro. You know what this song reminds me of? Reminds me, you know what this song reminds me of? I got the exact song we're playing next. This exactly reminds me of this song. Alright, yeah, and I guess we could double slam it and just run it like that. Because it doesn't matter too much, huh? Yeah, I think we'll just double slam it. I mean, I'm only seeing 2 at most. I'm not seeing a 3-banger. Yeah, I might as well just double slam. Alright, we'll just double slam. Close. I'm just gonna grab map quickly slam through. The Abyssus demo, waiting for early access. What is that game? Ellie, I've not played that game or heard of it. Yes. Yes, I'll play the other. It's just a little like ukulele or whatever it is that they're playing on. I think that's what it is. Or whatever the thing is. No, it's an older song. Way older song. I don't know why it reminds me of this, but it just reminds me of this. I don't know. Don't ask me, guys. Alright, let's just grab a random map. Sure, random T16. I forgot it's not that. There we go. Sure. Is a roguelike FPS game, kind of like Dead Zone Rogue? Got you. Okay, okay. Yeah, so we wanted to head up, yeah, to here. There we go. Yeah, it's interesting. It's interesting. I've seen some people saying that the teaser that they tweeted out for the picture was a hinting towards Harbingers coming, but I don't think it's Harbingers, to be honest. The information doesn't really correlate and line up, in my opinion, with Harbinger, but it doesn't make sense for Act 4 or either Abyss. Either one I could see, based off of what I've seen people saying and what like the words are. But again, I mean, we'll have to wait and see exactly. Do I want 100 divs? What are you talking about, Mike? Let's go ahead and hit this. Are you just giving away your currency because I'm the league? Is that what you did? Yeah, I don't know. Just try inviting me if you can, Rock, I mean. And I could just join you and trade you the stuff. Bum, 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 bum. Alright. Move, man. Alright, no, it's under that breach. Look at the rares and then around here. It's on my IGN. I mean, honestly, Mike, just give it away to people in the community. If anybody in here wants free divines, Mike got you. I mean, I'm not really like planning on making any more like insane builds this league. And obviously, you know, I don't really need the divines, but like I know other people are just starting, stuff like that, especially in chat. Like if anybody wants it, wants to take some divs, I mean, just give it away to them, low-key. They can use it more than I can. Streamers only. It's crazy. It's crazy work. Alright. Let's get out of here. Map's done. On to the next. So what do we have? Acropolis, Sinking Spire, Sinking Spire. Okay, so it's bang. Bang, bang, and above. I bet. Like I said, Mike, I don't need it, but thank you very much, man, for the kind offer. Like I said, honestly, if anyone needs it in the chat, just give it to them. You know, give it to the people in need, man. Do you play solo or I can run mass with you? Usually I'm solo playing, but like I'm not gonna like deny people if they want to hop in. It's just up to you, right? I'm just kind of running maps. Pretty much all I'm really doing right now. I'll do that. I'll do some Zesh kills and stuff. Obviously, this build isn't capable of boss carrying, so if we're running group, I'll probably just be mapping for a bit. But if you want to try to like leech some XP at a level, you can hop in for a little bit. The only time I think I really don't run group is when I'm like league starting. Unless like I already have a pre-made group set up, right? Just because I'm trying to get through campaign and stuff like that. Pretty much the only time. I feel like I'll deny running in groups for a little bit. Yeah, just put your IGN and I'll let you after this map. This is a long song, by the way. Unless we started another one already. Alright, probably sound with tangibilities. Okay, there's one rare left, which is down here. Where we're at. You want to go to the new side? But got you. See, anybody message me? All right, so this is the song that song reminded me of. Is there anything else I want to look at real quick? 1 second, guys. I'm just checking. Okay, let's go ahead and hit some maps. We should be getting much more teasers as obviously the week goes on and next week and stuff, so hopefully we'll get some good juicy information out of that at the very least. Identify everything? Yeah.
I'll be here, waiting.
This is actually a really good map. I'm keeping that. This is actually double extra damage, so you might get cooked here. Just fair warning. What info do you have, or is it just clickbait? The information they revealed was a teaser, Michael. It was like an image, basically. And I can kind of show you after this map. But the community has basically went out and like kind of semi-deciphered it. It's weird because there's a bunch of different like the ciphers, right, that's come out. So it's not like 100% consistent across the board yet. So we're still waiting on that. But the information that we've got is basically 1 to 2 things. One, it's either Act 4 and a new Ascension, a Trial of Ascension coming with Act 4, or it's just them hitting and basically going towards Abyss League for next league is like the main mechanic. is where if we do get Abyss League, that means that we're going to be having Abyss Jewels and Stick and Vises with that, which if you haven't played PoE1, it's just a belt that allows you to socket them in, and they give like a bunch of different modifiers and other junk you can actually, like put onto your stuff, and you know, more modifiers, more items, etc. So it's a pretty good mechanic, and obviously it'll add a lot of stuff to the game, but we're still exactly waiting like on 100% confirmation on what that actual like picture they tweeted out and that little puzzle is deciphered into. So that's what we're waiting on right now. But I can go ahead and show you the picture and show you some of the images and stuff like that. So just let me finish this map real quick. Yeah, so nice. Alright, so I'm gonna enter that up real quick. One second. I believe this is still, there we go. Yep, okay, drop that. Okay, so this is the image, Michael, that they tweeted out, right here. Let me go back to Path of Exile 2. Right here. Right, this is the image with the text. The symbols are of unknown language. Deciphering may be possible, but it would take time. Time I no longer have. Right, with this setup. So again, we don't exactly know what this is, right? What this thing is. There's a bunch of theories and stuff out. The one that I was kind of looking at was this one, and the basically thing that he translated was the Lord's ascension shall bring the winter that heralds a new age. And people were saying basically like that is lining up with Abyss and stuff like that. And kind of confirming that. I mean, I've seen other people say and translate it to different things. Talkative Tribe believes that this is Act 4 and 5 confirmed for this league, with Act 4's Ascension and like other stuff, right? In the lines. So it's different from what this guy translated it to. And I don't know if it's going to be Act 4 and 5. He's saying that because there's 5 sticky notes. But again, that'd be a stretch to me to be bringing in 2 brand new acts, a class, right? A bunch of changes, endgame stuff like that. That seems definitely like a lot of stuff. I'm thinking just Act 4. Because like the only way he's getting Act 5 is through 5 sticky notes, right? That's like placed here. But again, that just seems like he's kind of reaching a little bit. But I do agree with the other stuff if it is Act 4. Again, we don't have 100% translation on this. I mean, you know, you have a bunch of people in the comments like kind of arguing and junk, right? About like what it could mean. So again, who knows? We're still just waiting though. Exactly. On what it could be. So yeah. As more information that comes to us, I'm going to be making videos and other junk and stuff like that. Just right now, we're waiting, right? On like what it actually means. If that makes any sense. You pushing me around right now, bro? You pushing me around? How dare you? Alright, let me get the next map for the next Sinking Spire. Alright, let me get to some other songs here. Okay. Sorry. These songs are good. It's a little fast paced though. You guys have any song requests? Let me know. I also need to get that bot in here, low-key. This is fine on this map. I was also thinking of doing like a subathon potentially of the new league. But again, I'm not really too sure on that front. Oh my god, this is the dumb strat. Okay, hold on. We gotta dodge in there. We gotta get instantly. Okay, there we go. Should be in one of these corners. I don't know, what do you guys think? Think of subathon you guys would want to see, or? I don't know, I'd have to look into it and see how I could set it up. I mean, again, I'm not really too sure though. Never done one. That'd be a whole new learning thing for sure. Alright, this one should be in the middle, I think? Or is it opposite than middle? I can't remember.
Ready to hunt.
Bum 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 bottom, bum 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 bottom. Pull this real quick. Boink. Boink. There we go. Now it's middle. Alright, we're out of here. Do 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 do. Alright, so we need breach. What if I just search for rarity of items found? And then we just look at that. Try to find breach stuff. Quantity of items on your map, 7%. It's only on a 12 banger though, but like that might be pretty good. Do 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 do. I'll be around that to low key, to be honest. Alright. Did you send me a la carte? Sure. This is good, but it's only 3%, which kind of sucks. Wish it was 7. That was 7, that'd be a really good one. I don't think we could divine reroll that, can we? I mean, I guess we could run it on both. Screw it. Just run it on. We could run it on both. Okay, so we got that down. What do we want on here? Delirium, probably, as well? Want Delirium? I mean, we definitely want Ritual. For sure want Ritual. Definitely want Ritual. We want Omen rerolls on Ritual, though. I don't know if we have Omen rerolls. I don't think I have any with Omen rerolls right now. I do not. Unfortunate. Any of these have Omen rerolls? Any of these Rituals? Nah, none of them are. Unfortunate. So we don't have Omen rerolls. So it doesn't really matter what we go for on Rituals, to be honest. Just go with whatever on Rituals now. Not a bad one. This one we can see what it hits. And again, we can see what it hits. Oh boy, Alucard, you got Omens? Don't tell me yet. Oh, you got. Yeah, we could throw a rare one in there. Alright, let's go ahead. Yeah, we're gonna go with this one. I think we have one already. So the first one we're gonna slam. Everyone breaches. I mean, should we do one of these ones? 10% can reroll additional time. I'll do that. And then what's the last one we want in here? Actually, we didn't grab the last one. We probably want the aerated one, low-key. Either all maps can be accessed, or we want to go for the one where we can, ideally we want the one where we can run it and remove the aeration and then go back and run it again. I have the all access one, so I don't need that. I just need the one that we can run and remove it, so do it twice in a row. I don't think we have the twice in a row one. Yeah, I don't have that one, sadly. Horfinger, what's up, man? You see the new teasers, dude? Yeah, I have this one. We could hit this one, though, first, and then buy the other one after, I guess. So what do we want here? We want... Definitely want that one in here. Definitely want that one in there. And then we're definitely gonna run with that one in there for this one. Boom. For this one, which one are we running? Do. Creatures. I mean, we could run Delirium too, but I think we want to have breaches because not all of them... Well, actually, yeah, not all of them hit, so we'll do it again just so we can hit all of them. Where is the quantity one at? That one's not bad. I'll just do that one. Okay, so we have this one. Place all these back real quick. We need to buy that one. We're gonna run this one, and then I think... Yeah. Okay. You mean the image of those notepads? Yeah, I've seen a lot of people, like, I've seen somebody translate it. Like I said, I don't think we have a full translation. I mean, if we do, Ben, and, you know, you've found it or something like that, let me know. I have seen one on Reddit, but it's different from what I've seen some other people translate it to. So again, I don't exactly know if that one is like 100% accurate or the other ones that people have translated are better. I'm not really too sure, but from what I see, people are saying it's either one of two things, Abyss or Act 4 is what I'm kind of getting out of that teaser is confirmed. It's just kind of like depending on how I guess you translate it. Does this game run well on Steam Deck natively? I heard, Ben, that it runs okay, but I heard in high stress like situations with a lot of effects and stuff on the screen, it drops a lot of FPS. That's what I've heard, but again, I could be wrong. I mean, maybe their Steam Decks were outdated or something, I don't know, but that's what I've heard so far. Okay, what are we doing here? We got that, and then we need to get a Delirium one, I believe. Yeah, we want Deli. What is... Do we have a unique deli one? Ain't no way we don't have a unique deli one, right? Yeah, right here. Delirium never dissipates and increase. Okay, so there's no reason to run a unique one, though, Key, for running it installed on the maps. Okay, well, we'll just run for... We'll run quantity, see if we have quantity Delirium here. There we go, this one. Sure. So we have that, we have that. We seem to get the rare one that, like, we can run it twice. Okay. Let's gotta buy that one real quick. 1 second. Give me 1 second. Just gotta go to the trade site, you know, do all this stuff. I gotta sign in, so you know how long that takes. Sign it back in. Alright, what is it called, though? There we go. We're gonna go for. Yeah, these guys are actually insane. I'm gonna exalted orbs because I'm not about to spend divines on this. Okay, we'll do chaos then. I'm fine with chaos. Okay, see if this guy wants to hit us back up. What's the new info? ZT, I got you. Give me 1 second. Yeah, I doubt I can handle Endgame too well as well, Travi. But no one showcased any maps on it, like campaign it can handle. Yeah, mapping, I don't know. So I guess I could show you the information really quickly, and for any of you guys that are also unaware of it, I can show that as well. Really quickly. So this is the new information. They tweeted out an image of this, right? This is like a teaser for PoE 2. Images, right, corresponds to, I guess, different words and stuff, depending. And on the official thing, they said the symbols are of an unknown language. Deciphering it may be possible, but will take time. Time I no longer have. So obviously people have been trying to decipher this. Neversink, you know, seemed that it's going to be something with the precursor to the Caligura runes or something in shape and form. And they've been, you know, infamous and seemingly immortal king figure and stuff like that, and a bunch of other junk. So like, and he's saying that Act 4 also has like Karui and their Well of Soul stuff, so that's probably like Act 4 confirmed. But I've also seen people like this guy he put a thing saying that this is the full translation of those images and like the text and stuff, saying that the Lord's Ascension shall bring the winter that heralds a new age. And I've seen people in here saying like, you know, oh, that's not actually Act 4, because Act 4, you know, has stuff to do with like the Karui archipelago, so that means it is going to be Abyss. That has more sense to that, what the translation he has above, etc. But then it's like, is this guy translated it 100%? Who knows? You know what I'm saying? Because then, you know, like I said, Neversink thinks it's something different. Talking of Tri thinks it's Act 4 and 5. What's Act 4's Ascension? So it's like, it's hard to say because there's not 100% like, this is it, this is what it means type thing, right? So like, I don't exactly know who's right, who's wrong. You know what I'm saying? I'm still kind of waiting on that, to be honest. So, you know, we're just kind of going through it and waiting, to be honest, and seeing what people are saying on this. I mean, like, who knows? Who knows? But that's the information that we have now. Alright, we're going to the big bucks here. Alright, come on, hit us up, please, please. He wants 12, 15 chaos. I have 13. I need 2 more chaos orbs. Chaos, 2 results. Okay, hold on. No, that's not. Okay, well, I did that wrong, boys. We need 4. Yeah, no. This guy's gonna. 4. There we go. There we go. Dark PoE 2 trailer 3. It's been 2 years ago, but there's some Act 4 stuff in there. I can take a look at it here after. This guy's in Valve Factory. Interesting. There we go. Bum. I mean, the thing with checking stuff though, like that long ago, right, is that probably majority of that 4 fingers probably going to be outdated. Like, there might be some areas still in there, but it's hard to tell what's staying and what's, you know, completely changed is the issue. Because, like, you know, that's from years ago, right? And obviously we know a lot of stuff changed from, like, for example, the first showcase they did of, like, Huntress and stuff. All right, there we go. We got all these maps to do now. All right, where's the juiced map that we got? It's a really good map. This one's a good map too, but we'll do this one first. It's just a vibe of zone. Some of the bosses we may will fight. Yeah. I mean, we also are gonna get a look potentially on August 20th, right? What is it? Is it Gamescom? What's August 20th again? Because they're having the like little panel there that is gonna have like the boss rush event, and they said that there's gonna be bosses never before seen there. So obviously, you know, we can hopefully maybe have a live stream of that of some people playing, or like some VOD or something. I mean, that should also give us an indication of like information in Act 4 or exactly what's going to be coming, right? If there's going to be new bosses there, maybe that we could be like, whoa, this is a new, like you said, the trailer that showcased some Act 4 stuff years ago. Okay, so Act 4 is definitely coming, you know, like, but as of right now, you know, we don't have any of that. And we just have like that little puzzle with the teaser information. So again, like I said, I'm still waiting on 100% of the translation of it. To get like the full information out of it, but at least we have a good idea of potentially something that's coming, and at least we're starting to get teaser stuff for the new league now, right? So like, it's definitely positives rather than negatives for sure. Did LS get nerfed yet? There hasn't been the patch notes, so we don't know what's getting nerfed and what's not. I would assume so though, just based off of how many people have used LS, right? And them wanting to actually make other skills more endgame viable, so I would assume a nerf on it, not like hard nerf to the ground, but a nerf enough. And then a lot of other skills will be buffed next league, but we'll see. Oh yeah, I forgot. I do one thing after this for a tree. Yeah, poor finger. So we should have information there. It's just like, you know, you gotta wait, and then it's, I don't know if it's gonna be streamed or not because it's at their panel. It's not like on a live stream. So I don't know. I wish I could obviously go, but I'm nowhere near that. That's not crap. Poo-poo spec is crazy. I would assume they're not going to be doing too many hard nerfs just because of like what happened last league. But yeah, I would 100% assume that they're going to be nerfing Lightning Spear to an extent. I don't know if they would hard nerf it like into the ground where it's unusable, but I would expect them to nerf it for sure. I just want everything else to be viable, to be honest. Like the reason why that's so used right now is because like you do great bossing damage onto it, and then on top of that, you're also doing really good bossing damage. So it's like, you know, it's pretty good for both things. Like you can build into it. It's just there needs to be other options right now. So this way people don't have to run that. 20th of August seems to be overwhelming, like everything happening on that day. No, I agree though. And there's a lot of stuff. I mean, you got that. You got probably some Borderlands 4 stuff, as well as other games being announced and showed there, and like information, PoE 2 stuff. Like definitely a lot of information coming from that. I need to find YouTube algorithm again because I didn't post in forever. Yeah, four finger. I mean, algorithm sucks. Adrian, Gaming Time, thank you for the follow, man. Welcome to the channel, much appreciated, dude. I didn't even, hold on. Let me get this guy. There we go. Oh, can you not run? There we go. 85 ammo ring? Jeez. Look at the last right. What's up, Adrian? How you doing? I find out if I'm getting prosecuted or if I get fired from my job from a performance review or a district meeting of a gaming, or a district meeting or a gaming con. Or PC being ordered, like Jesus. Unless you got a lot of stuff going on, man. That seems like a lot. Greater annulment. Who cares about greater annulments? Alright, we're out of here. Well, I mean, still life for me. Hey, man, I'm hoping the best, bro, and you know, everything's good, and you can just relax after that day, bro, and just I don't have to worry about anything. I'm the guy from YouTube from the past few days ago. I changed to Ranger Bow at the moment, level 44. Okay. How's it going? How's it feeling? I have a hard time to craft a bow. Is there a map at low level to farm exalted orbs? I mean, you definitely can farm early game. What I would suggest, though, to be honest with you, man, is just to buy your bow if possible. I just look for, like, you know, 50 to 100 exalts, just say, to see if there's anything you can buy or get that would be better than just crafting. Because at the current state, it's really hard to craft early game, to be honest. Like, there's just not a lot to the crafting right now, so it's not like you can get deterministic crafting really early on with exalt orbs, because you're just going to be exalt slamming, right? And just hope that RNG is on your side. So it's probably better off for you to try to do some sort of just buying off the market. I need to also get rid of all these things. Hold on. What do I need? What don't I need? Well, this is a good idea. One second and I got you. Let's make the inventory nicer, I bet. Trust Miracle. That day's gonna go, bro. Everything's gonna be fine. Or it's gonna go a lot better than you think. And then, you know, you're gonna be able to, like, look back and just kind of chill. I like Ranger. I liked all the games on bow characters. Yeah, I might be able to look to see if I have a bow, but, like, I don't know. Guess what? What's up, Miracle? Off to eat. Talk to you later. Alright, Four Finger. Peace out, man. Nora, what's up, man? How you doing? Yeah, let me just try to see if I have a bow for you, to be honest. I don't think I do. Not an early game one. Yeah, like all these bows are level 78. 78. It'll be level 72. So level 44. I can check our guild stash. We might have bows in here. There's some bows in here you can look for. It's not really like low level bows, huh? Chicken butt? Bruh. What are we in preschool? This guy, bruh. This guy, bro. If you get on later, Adrian, and just hit me up, I'll slide you like some currency that you can trade and get your bow. Like I can slide you, you know, I mean you're level 44, I can slide you like 2-3 divs or something, and that should be way more than enough at that level to get something, I feel like, for a bow. For that early aim and stuff. The boy Alec card has something, maybe? It's level 45. I mean, this one's not bad, to be honest. If you want to use this one, I'll throw it over to you as well, and we can see if it's better than you. Just hit me up whenever you get on later. Your viewers went up. Finally, people seem to go to PoE gameplay. I mean, honestly, to be honest, dude, it's kind of a low thing right now. Like, we're kind of in a low dip. I think just because not many people are searching or playing the game, so we're just kind of waiting. We'll see what happens with 0.3 though. Actually, that is one thing I need to do. Hold on. I forgot. So this whole time we've been playing this build, but we've had mad points into freeze build up, bro. That's 2 points we've just been wasting.
To basics.
Like 2 points just been being wasted. You know what that means? More damage for sure. More 3,300. That means from there. We can easily do that as well. That's why we have more energy shield, more evasion. But we have a little bit more damage. Nice. Alice never failed me. Yeah. I mean, it's just because, like, YouTube revolves around people searching the game to find your streams, and if people aren't searching the game, nobody's finding your streams, right? So it kind of hurts there. So I mean, once like 0.2 opens up, or 0.3, you know, I believe we'll get a lot more people. We'll see though. All right. There'll be a massive new players with 0.3 and comeback players if they add Druid. Oh yeah, for sure. And I expect that as well. I expect them to add Druid at the very minimum. Again, we'll have to wait and see, but like I'd be very surprised if there's not Druid. Do you run Heroic Tragedy, the Verona one? Bro, we are dead, by the way. There's no way we... Oh my god, we got out of it. We were so slowed. I was convinced we were... Oh, that's why this is a temp change map, bro. Bro. Oh, we got out of it, though. We're good to go. Heroic Tragedy, honestly... I do not. At least not that specific one. Should I be running it? What does that specific one do again? The other one just goes with a crap ton of like lightning damage. I made a rhyme about it. When in doubt, blame LS. It'll figure itself out. You're not wrong. I mean, this league was pretty horrible for build diversity. It was just literally one build that everybody was playing, and it's still literally the most played like skill in the game. Like, that's bad, bro. There should not be one skill that's from start to end of the league played most than every other skill. So hopefully they figure that out, which I'm sure they have. Alright. Yeah, LS is kind of eh, to be honest. I may hit the refund. Hey, Stellar Amulet. Nice. I just want melee stuff, to be honest, into the game. I mean, Druid should be fun with some of the skills, but like, yeah, I don't know. I really want melee stuff, like, because I like assassin style gameplays, fast-paced style gameplays, and bow and stuff like that, right? But right now, like, I feel like we don't have any sort of melee stuff in the game, which is kind of annoying. Alright, I'm going to chill until we get... There we go. I think that's kind of out. Alright. And... Oh my god, we got hit again. Yeah, temp change is actually just brutal. Yeah, Rogue. I wish we had Rogue style stuff. Not yet, though. Soon, man. One day. Maybe it'll be this league. Probably not. I'm thinking Druid, if any class is going to be coming, rather than like Shadow or anything like that. But again, we'll just have to wait and see. I really do want to make a video on the teaser breakdown, but again, like I said, I'm not smart when it comes to that stuff, so I have no clue what it means. So I'm kind of waiting for people to figure it out, so this way I can kind of make a video and stuff like that and give them credit, obviously, and then we can like go through what that whole thing means. It's just, I don't think we actually have like full 100% like, okay, this is what it means. Because I've seen like 2 different translations so far. So it's like, I don't know which one to believe. Dumb temp chains, bro. Dumb temp chains, bro. We got a divine again. Nice.
A place to put my feet up.
Let's show a class obliterates the league.
Yes.
It'd be more like Shadow, I think, or whatever they're gonna call it, Assassin, whatever the class name is. I'll probably be uploading it as. You know what I'm saying? Keep it in theme. Okay. This is gonna go straight to vendor. This. Do we have a chance orb? Yep. Never works. Never works. Still waiting on that. Still waiting for a chance orb to hit, you know? One of these days a chance orb is gonna hit, but for right now it's not hitting. Let's see here. Okay. Yeah, I definitely think it's probably best. You missed Warframe? What, like 2%? Warframe's fun. Never could get into Warframe though. 1% energy shield per 2 strength on your build. Oh, that one. Yeah, I mean, we don't really have a lot of strength, to be honest, with 58. We're not really a stat stacking build. So we really wouldn't get too much ES out of it. Also, do I have leech? Okay, we do have leech. I feel like our leech is kind of low, though. Do you guys feel like that sometimes? We have the red ascendancy stuff, right? I mean, yeah, sort of the same stuff. Like, at times, though, it is weak for some reason. Since we came back to it, I should say. Yeah, I mean, honestly, I like the idea of Warframe, but at the same time, every time I try to get into it, I never get into it. Like, I'll play for like a few days to a week, and then I'll just stop playing it. This feels really repetitive, to be honest. It's like kind of doing a lot of the same stuff, which I know it's contradictory because that's what I'm doing right now on PoE, but you get what I'm saying. Is that thing up there now? 69, we roll. I ripped me lost our stuff. I can tell. Take it back. Or at 71, okay. I don't know, I might take that 1 point just to get like another like. I'm gonna do shield, then this 1% chance to dodge. Where is this breach at? I feel like I passed it. Like Destiny? Yeah, I can see that. I'm definitely looking forward to Soulframe. I have played the little Preludes thing. It is fun. It's just there's not a whole lot to it right now. So I'm definitely waiting for them to actually get some meat and potatoes on that game. Where it's actually, you know, good enough to be playing. Because that definitely seems like a game I would enjoy a lot. It's just, again, it's kind of very bare bones right now, so there's not a whole lot to really do on it. New players love repeatable games, good repeatable games. I agree with you. I think the thing that I can't get into with Warframe is I've just tried it so many times, and I have so many bad like experiences with it that... Or not even bad experiences, honestly, just like so many times that like I've dropped it, I'm in like a loop that I cannot get past. I did. So, I don't know. One of these days I'll probably play it then, like again, and it'll click, but I don't know when that day will be. I also don't like the mechanic that like you literally have to wait for your items. I don't like that either. There's like the no life in me just wants to grind a game that I love, and I feel like it's definitely a little bit restricting. But I do think they made that better though, so I don't know. Maybe now's the time to try it again. Would I ever do hardcore or a hardcore SSF? Honestly, I don't know. I'm not a hardcore guy, to be honest, dude. I die way too much. I'd get way too angry. How's this guy still here, bro? He's dead. You can take those if you want. Boom. Alright. 11, 13, 6. I mean, whatever. We'll just slam it, see what happens. Yep. Bad. Alright. On to the next map. We gotta slam this map actually real quick. What is this? It says everything will start more rarity onto it, I guess. I don't know what happened. Oh, we move. Gonna play Silent Hill or Resident Evil 6. That'll be a fun stream when it drops. It might not be a bad idea. After 1.2k hours in PoE 2, I would only play hardcore SSF in my opinion. At least playing SSF is challenging. Trading is going to be challenging with solving problems and being creative. I think right now SSF and stuff, it's kind of hard to play. And what I mean by that is there's just not a lot of crafting options. Like, how do you craft your gear when there's no crafting prevalent in the game? Like, you kind of have to rely on trade to get your gear, to be honest. At least in a reasonable time frame. And for somebody like me that wants to put builds out and stuff, like, I already take like basically a week per build, which I'm trying to think of stuff to be quicker for 0.3. But it's like, imagine if I'm in SSF and I can't trade. Yeah, good luck. You guys are getting one build a month. You know, like, yeah, good luck. tier 2? I mean, tier 2 is kind of low. Tier 2 is pretty easy, to be honest. T4 is what you kind of need to be doing, have sort of any challenge. My thing is just like I said, there's just not a crafting options in the game. Like, there's no way of taking an item with 1 to 2 good mods and being able to like throw a 3rd good mod onto it. It's just, you gotta omen craft, and obviously you're an SSF, so good luck getting massive amounts of omens of whittling. So it's like you're stuck in this loop basically of just RNG, hoping that you roll what you need to roll on your stuff to get stuff like gear. Like I on every build that I've played, I've only maybe gotten 2 pieces of gear that's been actually good to use onto that build. Like, even though that I pick up like all T4, T5, T3 items, all breach ring, like, you know, like all the good stuff, I unveil it, you know, like nothing ever comes out good with RNG wise. That's why I just don't play SSF and stuff like that, to be honest. Like, once I add more crafting options, I'm down to look into it though, for sure. It's just right now, I feel like there's not a whole lot. There's the next breach. Let's go. SSF game push you a bit more to use more skills to play. I do like it. Yeah, no. I'm not trying to like bash you or anything, bro. Like, I'm just saying, for me at least, I like, obviously I'm trying to like make content and stuff, so I feel like SSF definitely puts like a limit on how much I can do. And then obviously the crafting isn't there either, so like it's also another issue. But like once they put crafting, I'm down to doing like looking into doing SSF like playthrough and stuff like that. Just right now, obviously I feel like there's nothing to really warrant an SSF playthrough like that. So. Yeah, I mean, I applaud people for going hardcore. Again, I just don't think I can do hardcore, because I like to be fast, speedy, and paper thin defenses. You know, so it's not a good combination for hardcore. I hate feeling slow and clunky and like bulky. I hate that feeling, bro. Absolutely hate it. Do. Fortunate. I think the smart options that defer or reroll. Defer, reroll. Defer again. Reroll. Unfortunate. Nothing. Do. And there we go. We're out of there. Um, 11, yeah, it's dog. It's not max rolled. Alright, so we gotta actually do some stuff here. I'm curious, how many of you in chat right now are getting Borderlands 4? I'm curious. Wonder if I should put a poll up as well to see if you guys would be interested in me doing content in games like that. Just gonna check Discord, or not Discord, Reddit again, just to make sure there's nothing been solved. Or more information on that, I should say. One second, guys. Okay, there we go. Guys. Okay. Not right away, but most likely if I get bored. Got you. Killed your hopes. I got you. Yeah, I mean, I'm there with you. I definitely think Borderlands 3 definitely let the franchise down a lot, but I think Borderlands 4 definitely is looking like they're doing a majority of the game in the correct direction, which has me hyped. I need to throw rarity. I'll probably throw rarity on this, to be honest. Only has 20% rarity. Gotta need more rarity. Will I get it? I'm thinking about heavily getting in it and grinding it, to be honest. Especially depending on the new league. Like, if the new league isn't anything insane, it's interesting. Because, like, I feel like I'm this, like, because, like, if you just want to do PoE 2, obviously, right? Like, you're in a kind of a 2-month gap of, like, the game being dead. Which kind of sucks, right? Because, like, if you think about it, what they're trying to do is they want to have PoE 2, 2 months, PoE 1 for 2 months, and then you go back to PoE 2, right? So they want to kind of do that. So it's like, from start to finish of a league, it's going to be 4 months until a new league. So it's like, if you're staying on PoE 1 or 2, you have 4 months of basically, you know, like a gap for new content, which kind of sucks. So that's why I'm thinking about expanding into other games, because you kind of have to, I feel like, right? Like, I want to be playing other stuff, not having to wait 4 months for new content. What am I looking at? What am I doing? Oh, we're just gonna slam this round. Aye, let's get it, baby. If I buy it and it's bad, I blame you. Chill. RuneScape? Yeah, I'm good. Said play RuneScape. So I'm gonna look at what GameRank says before you buy. Yeah, it's a good option. Just because it's a looter shooter, it's a lot of builds, right? It's pretty much what I look for in a game. And it's like, if I don't do that, it's like I could do PoE 1, but again, I'm not, like, I don't know, it's be kind of like relearning the game. Because it's a weird thing, like, people that like PoE 2 don't like to watch PoE 1. So it's basically like you're starting off again in a whole new game, basically. So it's like, at that point, I might as well go to a new game, in a sense, right? I'm wondering what will be like with the next Axon 0.3. Act 4 alone doesn't make sense because it would require reworking the story compared to what we have now. Well, I mean, the story's already in place. If you're talking about the like time traveling stuff, that's already there. Obviously, the way that we kind of have the Croak set up doesn't make sense. You're not going to be doing that when the actual full story is there. So I mean, yeah, Act 4 is coming, right? In that regard, like whether it's next league or not, it's going to be there. So the story is going to be like kind of changing in a sense. I mean, it just depends, right? Because I'd assume whatever happens, we're going to kind of get information on why it's happening, and the setup probably will make sense in Act 4. Whether that makes sense now or not, right? Like, it just kind of hard to say something makes sense when you don't actually have that something, you know? Reddit is a bad word. People don't hold back on there. Oh, bro, trust me. Reddit is such a weird place, dude. Such a weird place. I don't understand Reddit, man. Like, you could literally post on Reddit that you beat cancer and you would get downvoted, bro. Like, and people would, like, post hate stuff on your post. It makes no sense to me. It's like, no matter what you do on Reddit, if somebody's just having a bad day, they will try to make your day even worse. It's so weird. Like, people are so angry over on Reddit. But then you have some days where, like, everyone's just so nice on Reddit. It's just like, bro, there's no in between. You know, it's like there's no in between. Like, I'll post a build on Reddit, for example, be like, hey guys, you know, I made this build, blah, blah, blah. Here's like the build link for the MOBA guide and the YouTube guide. And then you'll get downvoted. And then it's like, okay, but the next build I'll post will have like 60 upvotes. It's like, and it'll be amazing. It's like, bro, like, where's the difference at? You know, like, what's going on here? People are just weird on Reddit, dude. I don't understand that whole community. Yeah, right. Oh, miracle. We have one more breach. Where's that at? There's a breeding ground for frustrated people. Yeah, I agree with that. I'm no clue where the breach is at. I'm just kind of looking right now, to be honest. If you do, let me know. Honestly, I don't use Twitter, and I kind of want to start using Twitter, to be honest with you guys, to like start tweeting out, like, you know, stuff, and like on posts, right? Because like, I feel like I'm at a point where I'm doing good. Like, I know what I like to do, and I know that I do my videos good. Like, you guys know that my build videos are really informative and are good. I don't make crappy builds. I don't clickbait stuff. Like, if I say something's happening on the title, it's gonna be happening in the video, right? Whether it looks clickbait on the title, like, you know, I know some people say like, bro, you're saying it's doing this, you know, blah blah blah, like that's clickbait, but yet it's happening in the video. So I'll never put anything in the title that doesn't happen, or I don't show you guys. And I think everybody knows that by now that watch the videos. I just think I just need to try to get and do more on like the, what do you call it, on like the social media side of things, like TikTok Shorts, Twitter. I think that's what I'm just missing out on currently. Right. Here's the video link of a model, and oh, what do you call it? Yeah. Yeah, I don't know, it's weird, bro. Reddit is a weird place, man. I mean, that's how social media now is, like, nowadays. I feel like it's just all weird. It's either you have a nice, like, time, or you have a horrible time. Same thing on YouTube videos. Like, you'll get people to reply and, like, post comments that make 0 sense, and they're just trying to rage bait. Or you'll get super nice comments. You know? It's just like, it's so weird. It's like one extreme to the next extreme. Like, make it make sense, man. Did you clear for me? Yeah, I'm assuming you did. Bum 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 bum. I think there's no hands to hit. Running back to make sure. Yeah, nothing. Okay, we're done. Oh, I have a bunch of bots, Miracle. I have so many bots that'll hop in stream, post like, oh, you know, blah, 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 view bots here. I have bots on the YouTube channel as well. Bro, you should see the amount of emails I get, Miracle, for sponsorships that are just bots, bro. and are flagged as like, you know, like trying to steal information and like don't click links and stuff like that off Google. It's insane, brother. It's insane. Oh no, I agree with that, Miracle. Or Michael, sorry. If I could drop kick a bot, oh, what did you give me? Honestly, dude, I'll probably, I mean, it's not bad. But don't we need, we don't need you.
I'll be here, waiting.
Let's see here. Increased evasion. So this is what? Double evasion? Yes, it's T1 hybrid, and then you got that, which isn't bad. But the only issue is what's this gonna hit? Yeah, max madness. Mana's horrible, stun threshold's horrible. Ideally, you would want to have, like, if that could hit movement speed, it'd be good. This might be worth whittling, but again, I don't exactly know the state of the league, right? Like, I don't even know if that'll sell, even if we hit something. It's a weird state. I've seen this movie before. Yeah, imagine just sell it instantly. Getting referenced by another streamer. That's good word of mouth out there. Really, Rock? Heck yeah, man. That's one thing I don't do either, Rock. I feel like I don't, like, whatever the word is, like go and talk and, like, sit in other people's streams and, like, you know, stuff like that. Whatever that, like, is. I just, honestly, like, the bottom line is I do a lot, but I don't do enough. Low key, bro. Words to live by. Words to live by. Also, Rock, are you able to trade up or what's going on? I know we were trying earlier, but like I feel like you, like, I don't know, we just weren't able to do it. I don't know what happened with the invites, but like if you're able to now, man, I can go ahead and trade you the headhunter if you still need. W rage bait? Yeah, imagine. Should I make like a channel point redeem something, bro? Like, you know, like something crazy, like 20k points or something. It's like discard one item of your choosing or something like that, bro. Like 100k, something kind of crazy, but it's like you can literally destroy my whole build. Have you been watching the podcast of Kid Rock, Miso, and Dead Rabbit? I have not. Nope. To be honest, the only person I know that is Dead Rabbit, because he hosted me once and I checked him out and he's a really chill dude. But yeah, beyond that, I have no clue who those two are. That smile, I'm dead. I mean, that would be cool. I need to start just like, yeah, I need to think about the channel partner names, because I could do like discard one like item, and I would say like randomly in brackets, right? And we could do like, okay, whatever item we have for gear, and then just do like a dice roll. It's like a 1d10, 1d8, whatever it is, and then that would be the item we discard. I could also have one where it's like, you know, you choose what one item I discard. We could do a bunch of stuff for like channel point redeems, you know? That'd be cool. Try to spice some things up a little bit more on that side. As a bot connection with Shopee, so I kept missing the invites. I got you. I mean, whenever you're actually like free, hit me up and I'll try to make time to get on. Guess who? Pikachu? That's crazy, bro. What do you mean, Ash? What do you mean? Copycat of my DSD. What do you mean? What's that? What do you mean, Ash? Give me a broken down step-by-step hypothesis and show your work. Yeah, no problem, Rock. I got you. Yeah, what do you mean, Miracle? I'm confused. Like, it's like a channel point thing? What do you mean? Like, explain my build is like a redeem? Is that what you're saying? Doom, 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 doom. Alright, let's go ahead and get the next map started. Just slam all these real quick. Besides this one, it's only a T14. Do you have any here that increase rarity or quantity? Okay, increase rarity magic pack size. We can throw rare monsters, not bad. Slam. Rarity slam. Magic pack size and slam potentially, or rarity wouldn't be bad. So we have 3 maths we can do. Alright, so what do we want here? For this one, it's going to be rarity and slam. For this one, it's going to be rare monsters and slam. For this one, I'm going to go rarity and slam. We didn't hit any of them, unfortunate. Actually, this one isn't bad at all. These two are good. This one's eh. Why? He said Pikachu? Your friend's special? That's it? I don't know. That's crazy. I'm sorry. That's a little too crazy. I think it's a joke, to be honest. I swear there's a meme going around with that, like Pikachu. I shouldn't have said that low key though, but yeah, it was a good joke. I can't like let me close it. Oh, we got another creek. Creek is huge. I'm gonna run this one. We're bringing some oils that give us they give us quantity, bro. Sorry. I want quantity of oils, bro, to throw on the maps, not rarity. Make farming so much better. You belong on Reddit for that? It's crazy, bro. Chill. I'm not like them savages on Reddit. I will survive one day, bro. Chill. I think I'll be fine. It's crazy. But I don't have like that like, you know, this emotion swings like they do. Like, I'm not just like one day super angry and one day super happy and then one day super angry. I don't know if I can survive on Reddit like that though, man. Maybe. But should I just start going crazy, bro? Just get a camera, start doing backflips on my desk, you know, like start screaming at the camera. Should I just get crazy like that? Is that what I need to blow up, bro? Let me know. And work at a Starbucks, then you'll be both, bruh. Don't even get me started, bro, on coffee stuff. Old store bakes. Oh no, my boy died? I didn't realize that. My boy died because he was typing too much? I thought that was the reason. Try to go right again, clear, and then head down. Could have a lot of stuff down. Yep, we'll head this way and then we'll head down. Because this should be a lot of enemies. Got frozen? Got you, I got you. Yeah, I hate when that happens. That's one thing I do hate, the charm thing. Well, not charm, but yeah, the charm thing. That's right. Yeah, that's what they are. With the free stuff, I just don't know, man. I feel like they don't really work consistently, and like they're kind of weird sometimes, and I don't know. They definitely need to look at. Hopefully 0.3 addresses them in some way. Now, let's invite this guy that wants to grab this item if he joins up. You did. You go 4 rounds on an Omna decision on your microphone, you'll blow up faster than Minecraft TNT on 2x speed. It's insane. Yeah, one div, sure. There you go. I have played Rainbow Six Siege, yep. Played it a lot. Back when it first came out. I think the highest I hit was like Diamond or something, but I played on console. Didn't really grind it like competitively like that. I just kind of played it with friends for fun whenever they were on. So I never like try to take it serious and try to hit high on ranks. But yeah, I got the Diamond just playing with some friends. I probably could have definitely hit the highest rank if I actually like, you know, was like, all right, let me throw all the bad friends out of the group. You know what I'm saying? But "14 times champ." Sheesh! Nah, bro. It just means, you know, you're skilled like that. You know, you're built different. There's nothing wrong with being built different, bro. Took of the rares. It's up to you, man. Do you want a life? If that answer is yes, then maybe go outside and touch grass. If the answer is no, then you're good. Hashtag touch grass. Good champ, obviously. Facts, bro. Facts. We'll never lose. Trust. Alright, right here. I have a 9 to 5 and I hit my life. Oh my goodness. Alright. Maybe you need another life then? Is that possible? Can you have 2 lives, guys? Serious champ is crazy. Alright. Muffin with your coffee? Bruh. Instead of muffin with my coffee is crazy. Bum. There's no way we can do Creek again, right? We just did Creek. Didn't we do twice? We do it once? I'm confused. I'll run this one, I guess. See what happens. We're good. We can do it again. You want a melee build next patch? I literally said I'll bonk someone's forehead in your Discord for asking a bonk build. Yeah, I mean, I don't know about a bonk build, but I definitely want some sort of melee weapons in the game at some sort of time. Would be nice. I don't know if Druid's gonna get that or what. Like, I've seen some people saying his weapon's a staff, which if you go back and look at the trailers, like when they showed gameplay off, he was using a staff. But again, who knows if they changed that? You know, that was like 2 years ago or something. So I mean, that could have all changed. You know, I just don't really know what's going on with him. If we do get Druid, that is. I mean, who knows? Imagine we don't get any new class though. How sad that would be. Throwing knives would be cool. Like, yeah, that'd be a cool weapon. I doubt they're gonna bring that in though. It's probably gonna be like, you know, the same stuff. I don't. But I mean, we have gotten crossbows. So I don't know. I mean, definitely new weapon types. I just don't know if we'll get any of those before release. Probably not though, to be honest. Living 2 lives, you saw what happened to the CEO at the Coldplay concert? True, true. Email daily until they do it. I mean, there is kind of basically throwing knife skills in PoE 1, like that deals with knife stuff, right? It's just that we don't have any of those in PoE 2 yet. You know? Whole class of throwing knives? Okay, that's different. That's different. Yeah, we don't have that. I'll be waiting a while for that one. Okay, well, I think we've done everything on the breach side of things. For that one, at least. Need to hit, what, one more ritual, and then we can see what's in there, and then we're done with the map. Let's go on the race. Imagine lightning throwing knives. To be fair, there is like throwing knives abilities like I said in PoE1, like really throw knives out and stuff. It's just, yeah, there's no like whole ascendancy related to throwing knives in that regard. But yeah, that'd be cool. Lightning throwing knives, yeah, yeah, be very cool. All right, what are we missing? This guy. We're done. Nothing. Alright, let's get out of here. Not to the CEO size, you can make it happen. No, I don't know about that one. I'm not in a connection like them. I don't got the exclusive interviews, man. Sorry to let you down. One more map left. Bum 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 bum. He's following me. Listen, man, if I had it, I would be doing so many interviews. I would be asking all the hard questions, bro. Where's the melee classes? You know? Where's the throwing knife classes? I'll be asking all the hard questions, bro. Trust me. Where's the Quicksilver class? Why is there no crafting system in the game yet? Why can we not physically touch grass in game yet? All the hard questions I would be asked. You guys would know all by one interview, trust. I'm hiding it? I wish I was hiding it, bro. Just pop it out real quick. Interview, bang. I wish. Followed by a backflip off your desk. Imagine that, that'd be hilarious. That'd be actually hilarious. Bro. You know, imagine, you know those interviews they do where they have like the lie detectors? Imagine doing that, bro, but with a PoE interview, or like interviews to like actual companies and stuff like that. Like, you know what I'm saying? Whether you do like anything like that, that'd be cool. Have Jonathan himself hooked up to a lie detector. Bro, we'd get so much information. I trust, bro. My ideas would be insane for interviews. God of War style daggers? Oh, that'd be cool. Like chain blades? Yeah. That'd be cool. A lot of skills you could do for that, for sure. Maybe we kind of do have some stuff like hook blades and other stuff like that. Like, you know, like to grab enemies and stuff. But like, yeah, we don't have anything chain blade style like that. This full lifestyle. Alright, where's the breach at? Do we know the breach is at? They give you a game, so you give them an interrogation law. Exactly. Like, I'll come up with some lie detector. Let's get some real information out of this. How good is 0.3 on a scale of 1 to 10? Is he lying? I knew it. You know, he's lying. Do you actually play your own game? Would be the first question I ask. Imagine he's lying, bro. He just never played it. That'd be actually hilarious. Yeah. Scorpion style, like it ever hit? Yeah. Bro, honestly, you know what I want? I want D3 style dual crossbow repeating crossbows, dude. That's what I want. Like, dual handheld, one hand repeating crossbows. Let me spin the win, bro. But I guess that is Cyclone and PoE1, so it contradicts Cyclone a lot. Nah, I play Diablo. Honestly, that makes sense for some stuff that's in the game right now. I'm joking, by the way. First question I asked is, can you just give me all your money? Business moves? I mean, honestly, you're smart, bro. Why you get paid the big bucks at Starbucks? Alright. We need to do another ritual, which I think one's over here. And stars, I'm gonna tell you that right. That's crazy. Do. Alright. We can do one more ritual, I guess, and then we can see what the last reroll gives. If there's anything good. There we go. I mean, annulment orb. How much are annul's going for? Not that much. Good. My whole team went there to get rid of me, lol. So I applied to another job and have an interview coming soon. Smart. I mean, hey, that is pretty smart. Not gonna lie. How's that leveling going over there? You getting that XP? Bum bum bum. The green light, like later you egghead baskets, is crazy. Hey man, hopefully you get it. You walk out there day one. Any of these hit? Not bad. Eh. Eh. Okay. Rare on that. Okay. So these four we can run. So get some stuff here. Alright. So which one wants rarity? This one needs rarity badly. This one needs rare monsters. Well, actually, do we want rare monsters? I mean, we could do rare monsters. Yeah, we'll do rare monsters. This one needs rarity. Or, yeah, rarity. This one needs rare monsters. And then this one needs rare monsters. Then we slam. Juice. Still find the run. Horrid. Still find the run. Horrid. Okay. You have 3 maps that are decent. I applied to Obama something? Like what? No. What you applied to? That's crazy, bro. I didn't know you were going to work for Obama. What you doing for him out there, bro? Let me know. Is he playing PoE too, like Elon? Is Elon out there? You working for Elon? I'll dab him up just for you. Heck yeah, man. What's my opinion on the frost spin to win bow cyclone thingy? All right, well, I got absolutely just stun locked and dead. Oh, that's mine. There goes that map. We'll disregard that and move on. Which is insane. Oh, stun, dude. It's like either I have stun immunity or frost immunity. I obviously can't have both because my headhunter belt doesn't have 3 charm slots. I hate that, bro. Just have, honestly, dude, can we just normalize every belt have 3 charm slots past a certain eye level point? Like, if you're like eye level like 70 or something, 75, I feel like every belt you pick up should be 3 charm slots. To be honest. That's just me. That's just me. That's just me. Alright. I would assume you're talking about, what do you call it, skill. I can't think of the name of it, so I'm gonna get the thing real quick, and we're gonna figure out what the name of it is. Talking about, what do you call it, right? Spiral volley? Is that what you're talking about? Talking about spiral volley? Burial? I don't think is bad, right? I'm not bugging. I think burial's pretty good. burial. Spiral volley frosting. Okay, well, I don't know what you mean by frosting. I'm assuming you're just meaning spiral volley, and then you go cold damage with Herald of Ice. I'm assuming that's what you're talking about. Spiral volley is a great skill. It's just boxing is where it really struggles. So. That's my only issue with spiral volley. Because you normally have to run like frenzy charge stacking Deadeye with snipe for one-shotting or something like that, which you can do, but obviously it's kind of clunky in my opinion. But there's other ways around it. It's just not that effective rather than just doing that. So I much prefer less AoE in clearing, but still really good. Like, it's not that much worse than spiral volley, and obviously way better bossing damage and way more convenient. Well, running spiral volley, you still want to run it with frenzy charges because you're gonna need it for clearing. Because each, wait, what am I in here? Fighting this guy? I am. You're gonna still need it for clearing, and you're gonna need the frenzy charges to get more chains or whatever it gives for spiral volley. So kind of still have to run it a bit. Which again, it's a cool skill, don't get me wrong, it's just, I don't know. But it's like the frost, so it's aesthetically satisfying. Yeah, I mean, at that point, just run cast on freeze, Voltaic Mark in there. And then just run Herald of Thunder with freezing junk on it, and then you're pretty much gonna get full screen clearing with like freeze and stuff. To be honest. And that's what we ran on our crossbow build with our explosive shot last Lament, and we had like really full and off-screen clearing with that. The speed of the explanation. Listen, bro, go back, put it in 2.5x speed, and you're good. Or 0.25x speed, I mean, and you're good to go. But yeah, all I said was if you run cast on freeze and then you throw Voltaic Mark in it and run Herald of Ice, or not Herald of Ice, but Herald of Thunder, and then you just throw any like freezing stuff in there, like glaciation and stuff, you can pretty much make any build into a freezing like full chain clear build. If that's what you're trying to aim for. Bum 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 bum. Yeah, I believe if you do ! new video, I think I have that command set up with the crossbow build we were running it on, and you can kind of see how the clear looks there, because that was with a like fire stuff, like, you know, as with explosive shot, which is like a fire skill, so that has a 0 type of, you know, ice cold damage onto it, and we just ran cold damage with it, and you can see how like that looks for the clear. And that works on literally any build, as long as you're able to get some freeze and, you know, freeze build up, increases, and some cold damage. You're basically good to go. Well. So some paranoia on here. and then slam. Oh, T16 it. Maybe we should have full slammed it. Oh well, it's whatever. It only leveled it up, so it's not bad that we did that. Burial's good as long as we... Actually, do we have... Oh, what's the one map? Oh, what was that one? It's a fortress, I think? Yeah, do we have a fortress? I haven't ran fortress in so long, and fortress is so fun to run. Again, can we get a, like, little search option for our map, like, overland thing, so where we can just search? Like, for example, like this one, I could have just searched fortress, and it highlights any fortress maps. That would be nice. So to make sure there's no fortresses in area that are better. I think the only fortress we have is here. Because of LS for real though, like traversing the global ADV? Yeah, exactly. Always understand, is there biome? I got you, makes sense. What's the new info? Did I miss it? So the new information, excuse me, is they tweeted out like a little, basically puzzle for the community to solve. It's like a little image of kind of like runic, like kind of language symbol things, and you know, they had some stuff there, and what the community basically has come to a conclusion to is it's either one of two things, either Act 4 or it's the abyssally confirmed for PoE 2. In it though, there's some different things, like I said, I would have to go back and look and see if the community's figured anything else out, but when we were looking at, it was basically confirming the existence of like the Abyss League being brought in. But again, like I said, I don't know if exactly that translation was the like 100% right one, or if it was still off. You know, it's just hard because there's been a few translations that people like said like this is what it means, and then somebody else comes out and is like, nah, this is what it means, you know. So well, that's basically it. There's nothing like hard you know, like in the cement type stuff where they come out and like this is what's happening. But they're starting to release teasers, which is good, obviously. So hopefully we get more over time, like maybe some unique, you know, stuff that's leaked, unique weapons or something, or gear, or some maybe new skills or something, right? Over the course of the next like few weeks until release. Wait, what are we dropping here? Divine? Yes. Reddit has populated out. Yeah, the one I was looking at is Reddit. I can throw it up. Let me finish this map, and I got you, Wax. I'll throw the like pictures and stuff up so you can see. Right, and we can try to look to see if the Reddit's figured anything else out, and stuff like that. Let's do actually the breach before we do that, since we're zooming right now. What is Abyss? Abyss is a PoE 1 league. And it adds a decent amount of different things. So if they keep the same mechanics in PoE 1, then what you can expect are Abyss jewels to be brought in. They can do a plethora of different things, and also new belts called Stygian Vises, and those allow you to socket one Abyss jewel into the belt itself. And you can also socket the jewels, I believe, on your passive tree as well. And yeah, they just give different bonuses and stuff like that. So like, that's if they keep the same PoE 1 stuff, right? Like, I don't know, they might change it, they might not, you know, it just depends if they want to try to do anything different with it. But it still should be a very fun mechanic, like, either way. How do you say Wax?
cross looks on my side.
Alright, that's it. To the boss, I guess. Oh my goodness, this guy's the cat.
No mana.
Alright, boss time. Big boss. Relax. Gonna back around my desk on my chair, obviously. Okay. Listen, only I can do that. I have to kill the boss, and then yeah, I can bring up the information and kind of show you like the images and other stuff in the teasers.
No mana.
I don't even know this. Why is my mana getting siphoned right now? You guys see that? I don't even know where she's at, to be honest. I can't see anything right now.
Need mana.
Does anybody else hate this boss with a passion?
Need more time. My mana's gone.
Bro, I don't even know. She keeps running away every 2 seconds, bro. Like, how am I supposed to, like, hit you?
Need mana.
My mana is also, like, being zapped for some reason right now. Does she have mana siphon? I actually can't tell. But my mana is being zapped every second, it feels like. Whatever. We did everything. I'm done with that map. Actually, wait, we have another attempt. Do we even want to kill her? I don't even think we need to kill her, to be honest. I'm getting out of here. Alright, let me see it. Do a front flip? That's crazy. Why can you do this on concrete? You ever seen that meme? It's like the guy in the mall, like, does a front flip on concrete and knocks himself out.
Does hope there shall lies dormant? What did
Yeah, on concrete, and then he ceases to exist. Yeah, it's just hilarious. Alright. Excuse me. Alright, let me bring up the stuff and we can take a little look-see, see if there's anything new. I think my window capture is still good. So if we take a look real quick, obviously ignore the stuff on the right, nothing real I can do here. This is the stuff they tweeted out, the little teaser, right? Of like little runes and like sticky notes with stuff on it, right, etc. And the thing they had with it is for like lore wise, I guess, or a little, maybe a little bit like of you know, little clue, is the symbols are of unknown language. Deciphering it may be possible, but will take time. Time I no longer have. So obviously the community has been trying to cipher it. Neversink thinks it's something to do with the Caligura people, and also saying like Act 4 also has the Karui in their Well of Souls, so maybe the parchment applies some sort of overlap, you know, etc. So who knows if that means Act 4. I was also looking at this Reddit post. Where is it at? This one here, he said he deciphered it, and he's saying the message is, the Lord's Ascension shall bring the winter that heralds a new age. So again, we really know if that's correct. But this seems to be the one that I've seen getting a lot of like attention. So this could mean what it says right there. He was saying that this hints probably at a new act, but this would be more in line of Abyss. And I was seeing some people, you know, down here talking about it, because he's saying Act 4 takes place on the Karui archipelago, so it doesn't really, like, saying like, you know, winter and stuff, that doesn't really make any sense of it being Act 4, but that does hint way more towards adding Abyss to the game as an endgame mechanic and less like the League stuff. So that could mean that. Again, I'm not smart enough to go through and decipher all this myself, so, you know, I wish I was, so we get the 100% what it means. But I'm trying to just like look and see if there's anything on Reddit really that like 100% this is what it means type stuff, right? Like, I don't know. You know what I'm saying? We needed Lara Croft to decipher it. It is insane. So yeah, I mean, like I said, there's only nothing else here. Like, we'll go by new, right? We'll see if anything here. It's still like the newest one, to be honest. Again, another Abyss plus extra theory. We can look at this one. Into Ascension. Let's see what the comments are saying. Yep. Just name content. Abyss followed by Legion, and most likely mechanics based on the China Jonathan interview. Also, Druid is very unlikely because they want to improve skill variety. Again, I don't agree with this. I think Druid has been ready. It's like this comment is saying since 0.2, they basically said Druid was close to being done, if not finished. So it's obviously been 4 months since then. It'd be very weird not to just throw Druid in. So I think definitely Druid and probably Abyss, low-key leading up with this, maybe even Act 4. So again, we'll have to wait and see, but yeah. This is like the new content. Again, not it's really insane for info-wise, but yeah, right? That's what we have for now. Am I getting abnormal FPS drops? I am not. I'm not. Are you getting abnormal FPS drops? Maybe they stole the Night King from Game of Thrones. Guess you need to know the lore to figure that out. That's insane. Chill, bro. Nobody's defeating him. We need dragons for that one, bro. We can actually run this map again with this, sure. Actually, we can't. Well, can we? Might have trolled. No, we're good. No, we're trolled. We trolled. I trolled. Get out of here. I trolled. Forgot we needed to complete that map. We didn't complete it. We definitely need at least a 1 act. If we don't, I think the community will be very disappointed. Well, my thing is, if we get an additional act, I don't know how that really is going to play into the cruel stuff. Like, are they going to make us still do 2 cruel acts? Or are they going to get rid of the cruel acts and just level skip us? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't really know how that would work if we just got 1 additional act and then that's it. I'm hoping it's something like just level skipping and not forcing people to play through 2 cruel acts. But then again, it's like, okay, well, you're not going to be at that level unless obviously just, like I said, power level you do at a certain level. And then it's like, what about gear? Because you kind of get gear through going through the cruel acts. So how do you like factor that in? So it might just be 2 additional cruel acts that we have to play through. I mean, like these maps are good, bro, but like there's nothing on them. And whatever, just run it through some rarity if we can onto it. I don't think we can do 3. Nope, we can do 2 though. Hey, we got a great map. All right. Waystone tier 9. Fortunate. I would act 1 to 4 regular and then act 3 4 cruel. That's what I was thinking as well. Like 2 additional cruel acts. I honestly just kind of hope that they come up with something different because I'll be honest, bro. I'm tired of playing through the same acts. Like, let's be honest, bro. Bro, let me... So tired of playing through cruel acts. Give me new acts. Well, I've seen the video of the guy singing the Captain Underpants song and beatboxing. Singing. I don't know why I said slinging, to be honest. Don't worry about it. Singing. That's I've not. I've not seen either slinging or singing. Alright. Yeah, I have too many characters. Some in Endgame lol. Yeah, like it's just happening. I'm so tired of playing through Pro Axe. Like I want something different. Give me something different, please. Oh, my boy died. No, my boy. It was from the meteors, wasn't it? I know it was from the meteors. Curse you, meteors! Alright, I'll take a look after. Do 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 do. Unfortunate. I'm gonna clear the rares out. Bum 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 bum. I swear those shrines are more nuisance than anything else. I get killed by those too often. Nah, I'm right there with you, man. The meteor shrine is way too much damage. It only one shot nukes me at the current stage. Like it's absolutely absurd the amount of damage that they do. See your live reaction. Alright. The freezing shrine, is that one I don't have too much issue with? It's just the meteor, bro. Like, cause like you don't really be paying attention sometimes, and then it's like the meteor just like, it hits you, and then it's over. You're one-shotted. That's the dev interrogation lie detector theme song, trust. Okay. Trying to do an incinerate acolyte with black flame amethyst ring, converting fire to chaos. Okay, how's that going? How's that going? Is it going good? You shredding, kids? You shredding them? Let's take a look. I'm taking a look now. I'm taking a look now. What am I listening to right now, bro? Okay, bro. This guy's stupid. Exile sandwich, bro. That's honestly, that's the theme song, though. This guy, bro. This song is actually insane, bro. That make me make this the official intro song to our streams. Yeah, and then I do backflip at the end. This is actually kind of a decent one, not gonna lie. The rare monsters on this and corrupt it. And hope it hits something. Ah, T14 did, I mean. Gonna be stuck in your head, hopefully. That's crazy. What you trying to make me do, bro? Sing egg salad sandwiches 24/7? Alright, there has to be a better map, like, I mean, wetlands isn't bad. Ravine, oasis. Do we have a decay somewhere? Do we have a willow? Willow, let's go. This is the best part. Exile sandwich is crazy, bro. Like, bruh. Why is this guy so tanky, bro? You don't need to be that tanky. You giggle when you heard it? It was crazy, bro. It's funny though, I will say. Interesting. Like I said, don't worry, bro. I'll be playing it next intro song.
My mana's gone.
I got that charm before you died this time, bro. Take it. Move on. Bro, where's the breach, man? I'm zooming. I need the breach. Where's the breach? Put it. What did I do? I don't know what you did, but you did something, bro. It's gonna be the intro song. Alright.
My mana's gone.
Boom.
I've no mana. Wherever there's a rough end, I'll be there to stomp it out.
You sensed it too, did you? The spirit.
No mana.
Boom, 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 boom. We still gotta do the rituals. Forgot about that. Facts. And then I do a backflip off the desk after. Gotta make sure the backflip is there. That's like on brand. On to the Exile sandwich? Hey, why not? while I'm eating an egg salad sandwich as well. Think about that. That's egg salad inception right there.
That's the real of the
Do, 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 do. Guess we can do the last one real quick, just see what the last reroll is going to be. Nothing. All right, we're out of here. Cyberpunk? That's crazy. All right, sorry about that. All right, have you played Cyberpunk? I have played Cyberpunk. That's what I think of this right now. Okay.
Go on. Time is of the essence. Speed.
Go-to game? It is a go-to game. Cyberpunk is a go-to game. Started off horrible, but then got goated, so go-to developers as well. All right. All right. Yeah. Sorry about that, guys. You playing the sequel whenever that drops? If it is, if it does drop, well, I think they're making one, and yeah, I'll definitely be looking into it. I mean, that's not for a while off, you know. So I want to get my hopes up on that anytime soon. I mean, do we have anything good here? I mean, the map. Man, I guess that's not bad. We can throw. I don't even think we can throw anything onto it. Actually, it already has rarity in the pack size or some size. I mean, these maps kind of suck, to be honest. I think we just slam them all. Hit these three with something. Just throw, I guess, rarity onto them, and then we just slam. And then we just hit a slammage. A slammage. Nope. Perfect. I threw it in. Nice. Gotta love when I do that. I gotta go hunt for the map. Yeah. There it is. But All right, well, at least we did something. I bet. Throw on Martin. Haven't heard him in. All right, I got you. Also done right now. We'll do this one. Is this one of their famous ones? Let me see. There's not. All right, we're gonna do their most famous one. There you go. You're gonna have a mortgage by that time comes out, and you're not wrong. Is the funny part. Miracle. Exactly. Oh, you want to do animals? Okay, he literally said he wanted to do animals. I did not even see that. I got you. There we go. So sorry. So sorry. There we go. We're good. What's up, Dragon? Well, how you doing? How you doing today, Dragon? How is y'all doing today? So yeah, it's pretty much confirmed that the leak is about Abyss and the Winter Worlds. So nothing confirmed for Act 4, but it's pretty much there, to be honest with you guys. All right, do we have another? Where do we do the Willow? We can't redo Willow. It didn't have to be thing. All right, we'll just go do a random map that's decent then. Try Wetlands. Checking out the stream. Yeah. So yeah, so for anybody that is you know, unfamiliar, they did post a teaser out. It was just like kind of like a puzzle of some like symbols and stuff, hinting to stuff, and pretty much it has been solved, and it's just kind of correlating to Abyss and the Winter Worlds. So it's pretty much confirmed that we are getting Abyss next league, probably for the mechanic wise, or at least an endgame feature. Now obviously the mechanic introduced, they said, is going to be unique to the league, and it's not going to be in standards. So is that Abyss? I'm not too sure. I would assume it's Abyss, right? Because I don't think they're going to do Abyss and then have like another mechanic. I mean, who knows? Maybe they'll go crazy, but I would assume it's probably Abyss. So that being said, I mean, we could take a look into what Abyss offers if you guys are unfamiliar with it. I got you. Yeah, we can take a look into Abyss after, and I can show you guys like the mechanics and stuff that you actually get from Abyss. Let me kill these guys, and I got you with the top side here. There we go. Honestly, I could care less what adding and more care about how badly they nerf everything. I would assume that they're not really going to be nerfing anything, Dragon. I'd be very surprised if they nerf a lot of stuff. I would assume that the stuff that's heavily used is going to be getting hit, like lightning spear, you know, deepest tower, low life stuff, you know what I'm saying, stuff like that. Like, that was really used a lot this league. I would expect that stuff to get nerfed, but majority of the other stuff I expect to be untouched, or at the very least buffed, since they have said that they want to focus on a lot of skill balancing and like ascendancy changes to make a lot of the skills that are underperforming be up there to the levels of other skills, because I feel like, and they've heard from people in the community, that a lot of the skills feel kind of underpowered when it comes to endgame. So, and there's not really too much variety there, so they're taking more of a focus on that. So I would expect a lot of buffs this league, to be honest, and not really too many nerfs. When did he say he's nerfing dual sockets? I did not see that. Yeah, well, this is kind of an interesting breach. I don't think it went over here and didn't. Yeah. Well, the map's already done. Alright, we're out of here, I guess. It's kind of a horrible map. Alright, so I can throw us over to this. We can throw... This is Abyss. This is what's probably going to be coming, since it is hitting pretty heavily towards that on the actual thing and the teaser and stuff. Was a Korean interview. He said something along the lines that he wants people spending less items or less time looking for perfect jewels and more time enjoying the notables that are available. I mean, honestly, that's fine. If they buff notables, honestly, that's better. It makes League start easier and building into stuff. I mean, jewel sockets will still have a place, but they have mentioned that, you know, they want to bring in and buff the underpowered stuff. So I would expect more of a overall buff league than a nerf league. Obviously, I would expect the meta stuff to be nerfed, but I think that's good, like Lightning Spear, Deepest Tower life nodes, you know, low life nodes and stuff like that with the Deepest Tower tech, you know, all that sort of stuff. And like Frenzy Chat, stacking, you know, Deadeye Serpent, stuff like that to be nerfed. But I'd expect the majority of the other stuff to be buffed. It depends how they approach a dragon. If notables are going to be heavily buffed, I think that'll be fine, low-key. But we'll see. So this is Abyss. So Abyss basically is a thing where it'll spawn a crack into the actual ground. I don't think they actually have anything onto it. What if I just search like Abyss PoE1? I wonder if I can find some gameplay for you guys real quick. Man. I can watch what do you call this? Oh, let me go back. Okay. He might have some gameplay on Abyss. I can show you guys a little bit. Kind of hard to see, but Abyss, go back a little bit. So if you look on the map, basically Abyss will spawn like this little snake that you'll follow, and it'll spawn enemies like as you follow it. If you see on the thing, so he has a little green thing right there. That is like the thing you want to follow. It'll kind of snake throughout the map, and then once it hits an endpoint, it'll basically spawn a treasure trove, and you got to kill all the enemies around it, and then you'll be able to open that treasure trove up. After that, it will spawn Abyss Jewels. It'll have a chance of spawning Stick and Vises, which are belts right here that'll have a socket to throw the Abyss Jewels into, and you can get other stuff with that. Obviously, on PoE1, there's scarabs related to that you can like get additional abysses, but that's not going to be in this. But yeah, as the items you can see, you can get like different uniques and stuff that actually it kind of plays into that. And obviously you can do more stuff with the jewels. I believe you can also throw it on the tree, if I'm not mistaken. And there's a bunch of different like unique Abyss Jewels. You know, you have gear, for example, you know, that you can actually throw the jewels into, right? The unique ones, I mean, there's a bunch of junk that goes with that, but that's the main mechanic that you can actually rotate into. Now, are they going to have stuff on the tree for it? I would assume so. Again, we probably don't know any of the actual like Atlas passive skills. We could look at obviously PoE1 stuff and try to say like we might get, you know, this one, we might get that one, but again, it's all speculation at that point. So I'm not really going to try to look too much into that. But it is a fun mechanic though, and the kind of pinnacle content, I guess, that I could see them kind of adding in is like the underground stuff in the caves. So basically you have a chance of kind of getting these caves to spawn that you can go into, and that's like a whole area, and at the end, once you kind of clear through it, there'll be a boss that you fight, and you have a chance of getting like these certain boss specific uniques that can only drop from him, right? Kind of like how Zesh is, etc. But like I said, this is all PoE1 stuff. So I would assume 90% of this is probably going to change, of like how the boss is, how you fight them, the cave stuff, of it, and the snaking whole aspect and following that line might change as well. But the main thing for like the Abyss Jewels, the actual items that you can socket them into, all that should relatively stay the same. It's just we don't really know exactly what they're going to change on it at the current state. That makes any sense to you guys? If that makes any sense. What did you want her to play, Ben? Alright. You wanted this one to be played. I hate being forced to play a certain way, and the game does more and more of that with every update. I suspect anything that lets you play outside of the way they want you to play a class will be nerfed. I can see how that may seem the way, but they are not intentionally trying to do that. But I could definitely see how that could come across. Honestly, just wait, man, to see what this update's going to bring, and then go from there, I would say, you know. I think it's definitely too early to judge what they're going to do. How's the backflips going? It's going fine. Yeah, basically it's like a follow the leader type thing. So like, if I show here, so basically how it would work is on my cursor, right, it would start here, I'd follow it, it would start snaking around, right, like the map just say. As it snakes, it opens up like this fissure in the ground, right, like kind of like cracks the ground apart, and enemies will start crawling out of it, and you start fighting them. And then once you get to the end, it'll like blow up, right, just say this, right, this is like, it'll be a giant chest, and it'll spawn a bunch of rares, and maybe even like a unique or something. I can't remember if it does a unique, but it'll spawn a bunch of rare monsters that you'll kill. And then once like all of them are killed, it'll open up, and you can open the chest, and it'll usually spawn like a bunch of currency, you know, depending on like what you have on the map, what you're doing for the Atlas passives. It'll spawn like, you know, Abyss Jewels, it'll spawn the belts, and then, like I said, sometimes instead of spawning that chest, once you get to the end of it, it'll actually spawn a cave you go down into. And then that's like kind of the mechanic where you'll go and clear that out, and then at the end it'll be a giant boss you fight. But that's like PoE 1 stuff, right? Like, is that going to be the same in PoE 2? Like, you know, I don't know for sure. Alright. So, we'll just have to wait and see on that front, I guess.
Until next time.
Monster and loot. Yeah, exactly, Rock. Let me see if I can, on the site, see any, Abyssal Jewels here. Yeah, Abyssal Jewels. So this is a little bit better as well, we can look at. So these are some of the unique ones, right? So there's different categories of Abyssal Jewels. So each of them corresponds to a different thing. So like Murderous is going to be your melee stuff. Ghastly is going to be your summoner stuff. Searching is your ranged jewels. And then Hypnotic is your caster. So each of them are different type, right? And then there's obviously unique ones down here. This is all PoE 1 again. So if we look at just say the, what do you call it? The Caligura's Gaze, we can see that you get 10 to 20 intelligence, 8% increased effect of Arcane Surge effect on you per Hypnotic Eye Jewel affecting you. So you can get up to 40% increased effect of Arcane Surge. So again, you would want to try to like run items, right, that instead of having like, for maybe this game, rune sockets, it would be abyssal sockets, and you throw more of these eyes in there. And then obviously if you got like a unique one, it would get more effect per abyssal jewel that you have in your actual gear. So like kind of a different thing there. And they can do more than that. Like I wonder if I can click on, for example, what was the searching one? If I can see what modifiers can roll onto it. I would probably have to go to the PoE 1 database, to be honest. See if I can try to grab that and pull that up real quick for you guys so we can see some of the mods that can roll onto abyssal jewels. Yeah, here you go. So this is what can kind of roll on to PoE 1's abyssal jewels. yeah, so this is what can roll on. So you can get like a bunch of strength deck stuff. You can get reses. You can get like flat damage added to attacks. This is all for the range stuff. You can get a bunch of different stuff. I mean, you can get crit strike multiplier if you killed recently. You can get, you know, damage penetrates, early riz. If you haven't killed, so they'll get for like bossing, you know, you can get increased evasion junk. Like, there's a bunch of stuff you can get on these, right? Like, and these are just the rares, they're not the uniques, right? So, like, what'll they'll do in this game, I don't know. You know, if they're gonna be the same mods, the unique ones might be pretty cool, but it's just a different jewel to add, right, with different gear to kind of play around. And so instead of maybe running runes, you'd run abyssal stuff and, you know, jewels, and, you know what I'm saying? It could be very cool to run like this, right? So this is another whole type of gear and system, which is obviously pretty cool. So we'll just have to wait and see, though, exactly what they do, what they change in it, etc. Okay. Okay. Interesting song. Interesting song. Because I spent 500 hours in 1.03 crafting a build just for them to nerf every single thing in my build. Tune spent another 500 hours this week rebuilding it to a great state again. Even after the nerf, I suspect they are going to do the same thing again, which will make me just stop the game. So, here's the thing. PoE is known basically as you play a league, then you play another league, but in between those, what they try to do is they try to swap the meta up. So, for example, this league, everybody's playing Lightning Spear. So they'll go ahead and nerf Lightning Spear, so this way it forces people to play something else other than that skill. In PoE 1, they do the exact same thing. If 3 skills are relatively played throughout the whole league and none other skills are touched, they'll say, okay, these are the outliers, and nerf them. Let's buff the other skills that aren't being played. So this way, next league, other skills are played. Whatever those top skills are, if they're too broken, they'll nerf them, buff the other skills, and it'll be a repeating cycle every single league. So obviously, yes, your skills and your builds getting nerfed is annoying, but it's kind of core part of the game. If those skills are too overused or, for example, are too broken, then obviously that'll be nerfed. If they're overused, but they're in a good spot, they won't really nerf it. They'll just buff other skills. But at the same time, Lightning Spear is heavily overused, so that's why it's 100% getting nerfed. I don't know what your build is. Like, what build are you currently playing right now, Dragon? No, I know, Xerxes. It's definitely annoying. Like, our Magnetic Salvo bow build got completely nerfed and broken and is unusable. But obviously, we pivoted to Lightning Arrow rods and did some other stuff. And it's just as good, if not better, than our Magnetic Salvo. But it's just unfortunate. What's up, Boston? How you doing? Oh, yeah, man. Well, hopefully everything's going good at work and you're vibing out to the stream. No longer, just casting. Okay, let me see. Yeah, no longer, and now does physical, and physical start to come by. Also, change the opposing cock. And it can't be used with Widowhill anymore. Yeah, well, I mean, the Widowhill interaction never should have worked. It goes on unarmed damage, which should be 0 weapons equipped, so that makes sense. But yeah, I mean, Pathfinder in its state is just dog, bro. There's nothing good about it. So hopefully this league, they definitely look at it and buff it, and concussion skills and stuff are, you know, going to be way better, but we'll just have to wait and see on that. That's fine. I'm not a meta build, I'm a unique build, and unique to me. No one's playing about me, got you. I mean, Lightning Arrow, I feel like it's probably going to get, like, sort of touched or looked at least to see if it needs to be. I don't think it needs to be personally since I already hit it. But I think it more or less the damage is going crazy because of, like, Deepest Tower. But we'll see what happens. Popcorn build, I can show you it real quick. When you got popcorn, like, what's your main skill interactions? I'm confused. I don't really know build names, to be honest. I'm super weird. Is it explosive concoction? I'm confused. I mean, if you have a build link or something, I can take a look at it, Dragon. I don't know how you would show me unless you, like, join my game, I guess. Warrior Titan using totems, and I think I can join you for 30 seconds to show you. You'll get a visually in 30 seconds with 40 minutes to explain. Okay. I mean, what's your name? I mean, if you're doing Warrior Titan using totems, your build probably is not, your build's not going to get touched this league. If anything, you're going to get a buff this league. Next league, I should say. Okay, let me add you. And I can see what you're doing on this map right now. That's a friend of mine. I forgot I can't do that. There you go. What just killed you? It could have been on death stuff or something like that.
I'm right about me.
It's come through, my boy. I'll follow you. Well, last league nerfed everything. Every skill in the game got nerfed. So you're just running totems with slam? Is that all you're running? Yeah, you're not getting touched this league. You're fine. This upcoming league, you're fine. You're 100% fine with what you're running. Because like I said, last league, everybody and their mother got touched. There was not one build that was unsafe. Every build in the game got nerfed. And in some cases, double and triple nerf. So there was nothing like insanely unique about one single nerf to the other. It was just everything got hit. Because they wanted to bring damage down on every single level in every build. Or try to at least. But this league, they're not going to nerf. They're not going to do 2 double nerf leagues. There's going to be semi-nerfs and major buffs. Or majority of buffs throughout this 0.3 league. Mark my words, better write this down right now. We'll revisit when the patch notes come out. But yeah, your thing's fine, bro. Trust. In 0.3, you're fine. You're not getting hit. Nobody's playing your build. So you're not going to get touched. Like I said, the reason why you were touched last league is just because they nerfed everything. Even builds that weren't played by anyone was nerfed. There was no rhyme or reason to their nerfs last league. It was just they wanted to bring damage down, so they're like, I'll just hit everything in their mother. If that makes any sense. What's up, Lightning Arrow? No, Lightning Arrow got hurt pretty bad. Got chain nerfed. I think got DPS nerfed. I mean, Rods got nerfed. Well, Rods got chain nerfed. Well, Lightning Arrow got nerfed. I mean, Magnetic Salvo got nerfed. It's just Lightning Rods is still really good with the Lightning Arrow interaction and vice versa. Still a really good skill just because of the fact that you can apply shock and get a, you know, damage increase from the element. So that's why Lightning Arrow is still good. It'll might get hit again this league a little bit just because it is really played right now, same with like Lightning Spear and stuff. But yeah, other builds other than those two I wouldn't expect to get hit, to be honest with you. They put in dirt Ice Strike Bunk. What do you mean? Oh. I should have slammed right now with these guys. Bro, hold on. I need to get this dumb shrine so I don't die. There we go. Good now. Still thought that Sparky Sorceress got nerfed. I mean, it did get hit, but it's still really good, dude. Like, even though it got hit, it's still extremely good. Like, my, well, he's a chill streamer. I mean, I've hosted him. I've been lurking in his streams every now and then. I believe his name is Just Anthony, I think is his streaming name. He's very cool, very chill, and he has, I believe, I don't exactly know the name, but I believe it's an Auto Bomber Spark Sork build or something like that. And that does an amazing amount of damage for both botsing and single target clearing. So like Spark is still really good. It's just not as good as it once was. Which is, I think, a lot of people kind of look at something and be like, okay, this build is dead because I see X amount of nerfs here. but in practice, it's only like a 20-30% DPS nerf. Which if you're doing over 100-200 million damage, you know, it's like, you're fine. You know what I'm saying? Well, you can take those nerfs and have zero issue with anything in the game. When I get super nerfed, trust bro, you're not getting touched in 0.3. You're gonna be A-okay in 0.3. Alright, we're done with the map. We just need to do 2 more rituals. With Ice Strike and T4 Arbiter, and I watched a lot of guides and what support gems to change, etc. On Ice Strike, I have like 140k, so I can't do them. Well, okay, so they were able to do them in the guide though, right? Like I said, I haven't played Ice Strike Monk, so I don't really know, but I mean, if your guides are showing that they're doing them, I would assume that, you know, unfortunate, we got actually super new. I would assume that just something is, you know, happening or something. You're not doing the right rotation, or, you know, you don't have maybe a support on or something weird, you know, like something super simple. Oh, excuse me. Yawns, man, yawns. I hate them. I fell off my desk. Is crazy, bro. That's what happened to me, bro. I hit a backflip, didn't land it right, and died right there. Hey, what's up, Vance? How you doing today, brother? Hey, what's up, Chris? How you doing today? You're on Rock. I got you. Which I think I have your name. Let me see. I just slipped is insane. As I can do with Lightning Arrow, which is insane to me. Well, the thing with Ice Strike though, like, I don't exactly know, right? It might just be something with like crit chance or something, but like, Lightning Arrow honestly is a really easy skill. You just need to have rods, shock on the boss, and Lightning Arrow, right? And there's obviously other ways of multiplying that damage. Like, you can easily do what I do, like Tornado Shot with Rage. You can do, you know, like back bar with, you know, your effigy of cruelty and stuff. So this way you're getting a lot more crit chance to be able to crit the boss more consistently. Like, it's really easy, like, to set up damage and multiply that. Which I don't know if Ice Strike's like that. That brace is crazy, bruh. How's everybody been doing? It's been a minute. I've been doing good, Bance. You know, it's been kind of just prepping and getting some stuff ready for 0.3, etc., etc. How you been? Yeah, the teaser, from what I can see, Bance, it looks like it's teasing, from what I've seen at least, Abyss and something, the Winter Worlds, what I've seen some people saying too. I'm not really even too sure what the Winter Worlds is, but obviously I know what Abyss is from PoE1. So that looks like what we can expect for 0.3, I believe. Sure, Boston. Send me your name. Alright. Got you. John up. I got you with the invite. I got you, Paul. So, yeah, I'm not really too sure what's going on. I mean, if we have any Ice Strike enjoyers in chat, they can help out. See maybe why he's not doing the damage. Try commenting a guide with a neck brace. Good luck. It's crazy. You know, whenever you're ready here, Rock. Whenever you feel good and comfortable. People are saying the next character is Shadow because EG also teased the character design on their site. So for me, there's like I would love for Shadow to be brought in. I just don't know if that's a thing. Because one, they're teasing obviously tribal for the next like new bosses being introduced. We have Abyss coming in, probably Act 4 as well. And if it is going to be tribal themed with those Act 4 bosses, it would make most sense for me for them to have Druid as a class being introduced. Plus, I mean, Druid was literally supposed to come in 0.2, bro. I still believe that. Like, I don't know why it didn't for whatever reason, but like, I'm sure they fixed whatever reason that was back then now. And I'm assuming it's done already. It's been talked about forever, months and months and months, like, and it was already teased that it was already like pretty much 90% done, you know, months ago. So I would assume that that is probably done, right? Finished, ready to go out. So I would assume Druid instead of Shadow. But it is weird that they would use Shadow. I do agree with that, rather than any other PoE2 model. Wait for a day and day one patches again. I think it was a huge mistake last time. I hope they do not do that. I hope it's like August 20th, 21st, whenever they do like their full content reveal stream, and then right when they do that, after full patch note drop. I hope they do not wait and it's like 3 days before a league. Here's the patch notes. I like pray they don't do that. No problem, Rock. Have a go on, dude. You're welcome, brother. Enjoy. Well, when did you say this? When did you say it wasn't ready? Was it in a recent interview? The update's August 29th. Vance. There we go. After the drop interview with Try, I think. So how long ago was that, Zerks? Was that before 0.2 or after 0.2? Because I know back in 0.2 they were saying that like he was pretty much 90% ready. Like this was like, I think like before or slightly right after. Like after, okay. I mean, I would assume it's done. Like they've literally had 2 years ago. They had footage of Druid transforming and stuff. You're telling me it's not ready yet? Like, come on. It's not that hard, man. And I mean, back then, I would assume they've had at least 2 to 3 months from that interview to work on it. I mean, hey, maybe I'll be proven wrong. I would love to be proven wrong, because I'll be honest, I'd rather play any other class than Druid. That archetype just doesn't really speak to me like that. But I mean, hey, maybe we'll be proven wrong, you know? Maybe we will get Shadow, like, you know? My boy Dragon Frost, thank you for the follow, man. Welcome, much appreciated, brother. Me as well, Bance. This patch, I mean, we'll have to see, man, whatever happens. I mean, like I said, if it's Shadow, that'll pretty much, bro, like, that'll make my birthday even better, because my birthday is August 24th, so it's like right after that, bro, it's like PoE, and then we'd have Shadow. That'd be amazing. But I'm fine with Druid too. Whatever GGG is comfortable with dropping, I'm happy. Alright, let's go ahead and hit a map at least, though. All these maps suck. Yeah, all these maps actually suck, I'll be honest with you guys. That's fine. We can do this, and then we can hit a little bit of rarity, and then slam it. And then whatever it hits, it hits. Whatever it hits, boys. Okay. Eh. Facts. 0.3 will be the last patch, and then they will release the full game. I'd be very surprised if they did that, Paul. I'm thinking 0.3, 0.4, 0.5, and then release. But we'll have to see. I mean, I'd assume they're going to do one act per patch. And, you know, with that being said, it would be probably like sometime next year. But I don't know. It depends. I don't think, unless they do like 2 acts this patch or 2 acts next patch, I don't see the game coming out before the end of the year. Especially with like a bunch of classes being missed too. I could see them dropping with 1 to 2 classes not being in the game, but like not having 4 classes in the game is kind of a lot. For a 1.0 release, like you don't even have any sort of melee archetype in the game right now, you know what I'm saying? Like you're missing Duelist, you're missing Marauder, like that's literally 2 of them. You're missing Shadow, that's 3 of the main melee classes they don't even have in the game. So like you definitely need to have one of those out for sure before even thinking about releasing, in my eyes. I really dropped PoE2 after Amazon became so boring for me. Yeah, I agree with you. 0.2 wasn't really a good league. There wasn't anything for endgame replayability wise. The league mechanic really wasn't there. Amazon was cool, but wasn't enough. So hopefully this one's different. 0.3 is different, man. Gotta rotate backwards. When I played PoE 1, the fun was crazy back. Like, I know how the game is so fun. Then PoE 2, that's crazy. The melee class, the use of the sword, that was so good. Yeah, I was super tired about Duelist. Duelist had like the spin to win cyclone skills and stuff like that. Like I said, they don't even have one of the 3 main melee types in the game. Like, the only melee you have in is a warrior, and that's not really full melee. Like, it is, but you know what I'm saying. Like, you don't really have any of the traditional melee-esque skills in ARPGs, so it's kind of like, eh. So they need to at least have one of those 3 classes that is not out to be out before they even go 1.0. They open the beta, that'll be released at the end of this year, or at the beginning of 2026. Unfortunate. Well, they said that, but at the same time, that was before everything happened, though. Like, they've also said that PoE 2 wasn't going to impact PoE 1's like development cycle or like leagues, and that clearly has. They took 8 months to get a league out for PoE 1. So I think all what they said before release is kind of out the window at this point. You know what I'm saying? Like, I would assume that that isn't going to happen anymore. Unless they go crazy in the last 2 patches, because they only have this in December. That's the only other patches or big content updates that are coming out. So unless they go absolutely buck wild, I don't see it coming out. Yeah, I don't know what happened to me. I was looking at chat, which is never a good idea while playing. I need to have like AI read the chat out, bro, while I'm playing. That'd be hilarious, right? One second, guys. Alright. Need to find a better map, lucky. That would be so disturbing. I write the chat except for super chat, okay? They lose a lot of players if they don't keep their promise, yeah. Maybe we'll see. That would be scary, Bance, not gonna lie. Well, Paul, here's what I see, man. Would you rather them release the game at the end of the year in the free-to-play, missing missing 3 main melee classes and content, or delay the game by just say anywhere from 4 to 8 months, but have the game in a much better state with much better classes out, with the axe fully out, polished, and more mechanics and endgame features, and a better, smoother progression and crafting system? To me, I would rather take the second. The game is still cheap. It's not like it's $70, $80 to get into, right? You're not spending a triple A, you know, price tag to get into it. And there's a lot of content here. The only thing full release gives it is just a free-to-play tag, to be honest with you, dude. That's the only thing that full release will do. So I'd rather have them wait and release the game once they're comfortable, because like right now we're missing Acts 4, 5, 6. We're probably getting Act 4 this league. Just say we get Act 5 next league, we would still be missing an act unless they do Act 5, 6 next league. Just say they do that. We're still missing, you know, after this league comes out, depending if they release a class or not, we're still missing like 3 classes or 4. I think, let's see, so it's Templar, Duelist, Shadow, Marauder. Yeah, we're missing 4 classes if Druid comes out still. So like, I don't know. And there's really no crafting system in the game either. So like there's, you know, there's 3 pretty main big issues still with the game. So I don't know. Yeah, exactly what Ban says. Like at the current state, a league's played, like last league was played for a month and it was done. For 3 months, the game was dead. I would rather have them get the game in a spot where that's not a thing and like they're very comfortable with stuff than release, because you can only release the game once, man. So like if they release and it fails and it drops to like 100K, you know, players, just say off of a 600,000-700,000 peak, and then a month from that it's down to 30K players, and a month from that it's down to 10K. It's like, because it's 4 months leagues, so they gotta have enough content and enough stuff to where it keeps people playing for like at least 2 to 3 months at least. So we'll see what happens, man, but that's what I would rather have. I'd rather have them be in a good spot rather than just a rush release. Yeah, and Ascendancies too. Yep. Xerxes, yep. But when you open the scene charts, you see the player base decreasing, and by comparison, when the next patch comes, you can track how many comes back. Yeah, so I would expect next patch to be around 300 to 400K players, just because it's going to be a much bigger patch than what 0.2 was. Now, I think they'll be fine as long as they hit this patch, this update. If this update goes through and fails, then obviously it's really concerning, because that is going to lose a lot of people's trust if 2 updates in a row are dog. As long as this update's good, right? I think they'll be fine. I think the players will stick. Exactly, man. So PoE1 has so many archetypes. Like you have your melee archetype, your casters, you have your, you know, ranged archetypes, you have your summoner archetypes, you have like your rogue / assassin archetypes, you know what I'm saying? Like you have your trap archetypes. Like there's so many different like classes. Like, you want to be Captain America, there's a skill for that. You could literally throw a bouncing shield around, dude. Like, there's so many different playstyles that they're missing in PoE 2. Because they don't have the classes or ascendancies yet. Bum 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 bum. And some mechanics in Period 1 that aren't even here yet. I mean, a lot. No, yeah, I mean, like I said, my main issues for the game right now is endgame kind of feels eh. There's zero crafting in the game really right now, to be honest, besides like RNG crafting. And they're missing, obviously, a lot of archetypes and classes. Those are my main 3 issues with the game. Right? I'm not big of a story guy, so I could really care less for the story. To be honest, I'm all about the endgame replayability and build variety. And there's just not really a whole lot right there. So as for me, I would expect them not to even think about going into 1.0 until that's pretty much solved. And those issues are pretty much fixed. Which I'm thinking 2 to 3 updates minimum until full release. Depending on how big these 2 updates are. Maybe 0.1 at the end of the year. Or 1.0 I mean at the end of the year. But again, it depends on how big these updates are. Because I only have 2 more until the end of the year. I mean, we'll know though, because they're going to be revealing everything around August 20th. So we'll know exactly, you know, when that is. We'll know what the update's going to be, the contents of it. And if they're delaying, I would assume they announced that they're going to be delaying then. But I don't know, maybe not. June and have 300 hours. Sheesh, man's going crazy, dude. But I feel you though, man. The game is fun. It's just, I think it needs more right now to work well. If that makes any sense. I hope that along the way they'll add new skills because every new skill unlocked is an odd number, 5, 7, 9, etc. Let me read that after again. Let's clear this out real quick. Okay, so I'm hoping that along the way they will add new skills because every new skill unlock is on an odd number, 3, 5, 7, 9, etc. They could add the even number skills too. Yeah, that would be cool. I mean, to be honest, I'm thinking probably not new skills like per weapon until every class and all that comes out. Right? Because I would assume that's like going to be future expansion wise, like more bow skills, more, you know, melee skills, more summoner skills, etc. But like after they actually get everything out. Right? Uncut level 20. If anyone needs an uncut level 20, let me know. I only played this season for 1 month and dropped it because the season was so bad that it made the players want to go to last epoch. Yeah, I remember that. It's just because like they had issues campaign wise, plus they also didn't really have too much of an interesting end game. Like nothing new was added and the mechanic was pretty bad. It still was kind of like eh. And then, I mean, yeah, all that mix just leads to a very bad experience, both start and end. So that's why I said 0.3 needs to be a hit, or else I am going to be kind of concerned for the game. They're cooking, been playing since a month after 0.1 and have 1900 hours. I've never enjoyed the game like this before. We're 7 months in. Let's trust the process in this game to surpass PoE 1. 100% this game is going to surpass PoE 1. I'm not concerned about that. And I don't think like there's a difference between Kenny like constructive criticism and just bashing the game. And I think what we're doing here is just talking about what we don't like. But obviously all of us like the game. I mean, you have Paul that has 300 hours. You have you that have been playing since 0.1 have 1900 hours, right? You have me that has like 3,000 to 4,000 hours in the game. Like, we all love the game. There's no doubt about that. It's just, I'm just pointing out what I don't like about the game, and I think they need to, like, try to fix. Is all. Axe and all that, but in future, once it's stable, yeah, I think 100% they'll do stuff like that, Xerxes. I think it's just a matter of time, not really like a matter of if. I think it will, Kenny, because like, what do you have to compete with? 0.1, 0.2, like 0.1 obviously I guess is the best, like early access launch. But I mean, I think as long as they like actually add content that is meaningful, both early and end game, they'll be fine. And just 0.2 felt to me like more of a mid-season update than really like a whole new league. You know what I'm saying? Plus, they've had more time to work on 0.3. They know what people want to see, right? They've had a bunch of feedback from the campaign, so hopefully they can make it better. Like, I'm sure that this is going to be 10 times better than anything we've seen so far. I saw the player base went downhill and last epoch just skyrocketed, then I knew GGG messed up. I mean, yeah, they'll be fine though. I think this league will definitely be a good one, and I think the players will definitely like be way higher and stay way higher over a matter of months than was before. To reach level 100 easier because how much time you put in just to get to 95. Well, I also die a lot. Xerxes. I don't really try to push for max level. Obviously, I have other characters too that I made builds on, and I'm constantly trying different builds out, which means I'm going to be dying a lot, right? So, you know, if I'm trying different characters, I'm trying to see what works on bossy, I'm trying to see this, like, I'm going through mapping to see what works. I'm going to be dying. So, and it's just going to zap the XP out of the way. Hi, Miracle. I'm good. I'm about to eat some burgers soon. Thank you though, sir. I was listening Monday to Marvel, and now Thanos is conceded to be coming back to the Secret War. Really? Bleh. I mean, Marvel's fumbling the bag, bro. I don't understand. That's the biggest downfall ever. I mean, honestly, it's not even the people. It's the, like, it's Disney, dude. They're trying to do too much too fast, in my opinion. Like, again, for me, I'd rather have good movies and TV shows that bang, but I have less coming out per year than the latter. Like, why would I want to put out more stuff that does worse and worse and worse? Because at that point, you're just kind of on a downslope. Like, eventually, you're going to get to the point where making them is not going to get back the money that cost, right? Like, I don't know. Last league, and I'm pretty sure in my bar moved about 1 pixel per map. Yeah, it takes forever to hit level 100. Yeah, exactly, Kenny. So we have some decent maps here. We're gonna slam the rest of these maps though for sure. And then we're gonna get some stuff here. So who wants rarity? This one wants. This one wants rare monsters. This one wants rare monsters. Someone's rare. I think they all just want rare monsters, to be honest. Yeah, this one's rare monsters again. I bet. Got a decent amount of maps. People now make memes on what Dana said. You can live without your failures, and you have me. It's crazy because they're bringing them back. Oh, it's hilarious. That is actually hilarious, bro. Monsters. Man, there's a lot of monsters on this map, but just sadly there's no rarity, which sucks. Bum 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 bum. I didn't want to do that, but oh well. Dun, dun, dun. Hit this real quick, and then we run backwards. Bum 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 bum. Actually, did we even complete that map? We did not. Alright, let's actually kill the rares. rares that we have here.
Need mana. Mana's gone.
Keep it moving.
The ult is on.
Alright, we still have a rare over here apparently. There he is. Not nice back here. There he is. Alright, anything good? Nope, 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 nope. Alright, nothing good. We're out of here. Alright, but for me, that's the end of the stream for today. I'm gonna go get some food and stuff and look into a little bit of PoE stuff. See if I can figure anything more out about that. I was thinking about making a video on it, but I don't know. I might honestly just wait till we get like 1 to 2 more pieces of information, then to try to make a video on like, you know, everything we know about 0.3 type stuff, and then to try to break down like everything we've been talking about here today, and like, you know, the past interviews with like China and like, you know, the other junk, and try to like give snippets of like potential stuff that's coming, right? And what like the teases are coming for, but for now, yeah, I think that's definitely like the play. I don't know if it's worth making a video on, you know, like literally 1 sentence of stuff. You know what I'm saying? It's not really a whole lot of information that we've gotten out of that. But like I said, that is all I got for you today. If there's anything you guys need additional help with or anything like that, obviously the Discord is the best way to get in touch. So exclamation point Discord will give you guys that link, which I'll go ahead and put now for you guys. And yeah, thank you guys for chilling, vibing out with me. Obviously, dropping subs and stuff on Twitch is always helpful. Same with joining like members, you know, super chats, donos definitely helps me out a ton. So thank you guys very much for all of the support, follows, all that good stuff. Hopefully, you guys have a great rest of your day, and I will see you guys soon. Peace out, everybody. Have a good one.